Hello, folks. Welcome back to Talking Wolves. We're here for a transfer deadline day live. My name is Dave. Alongside me now, we've got Mr. Matt Cooper. Matt, how are you keeping?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Thanks. I don't think it's going to be a very eventful stream on a transfer front, but we'll try and keep it as entertaining as we can.
Of course. And alongside us is Mr. Finners. Finn, how are you keeping?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, it's going to be a boring one, but there isn't two men I wouldn't rather spend it with. Sorry about this shirt, by the way. I found a Wolves tie, but I didn't quite get the memo.
Looks like I'm working at a restaurant. Matt's got the gym white, and Finn's just gone all out with a hoodie and a tie on.
Black on black.
I love that. Love that. Guys, we're going to be talking. Obviously, it's going to be quiet today. I've seen a lot of people moaning that, why are you doing a live stream? Listen, we're going to obviously have a bit of fun with it. We've got a game involved. So, with our guests and some of you guys in the chat, we're going to get the game going, I'm sure, hopefully, very shortly. But obviously, reviewing the window, talking about the players Wolves have signed, talking about players Wolves have missed out on, and talking about, obviously, the rest of the season for Wolves as well. Let's see. Obviously, the chat is popping already. Guys, if you want to drop us a retweet on Twitter or even a share as well, if you want to, if you're on Facebook, if that's still a thing. Let's see. Have you got any Jim White impressions, Matt, to kick us off? I'm sure you've been practicing.
I can't get straight into the impressions, mate. Not even a can of Foster's there.
Yeah, we're not talking about that yet.
I might get a few impressions. I might do a few impressions later. But one thing I will say is, what a fucking window for a Grasshoppers fan.
Yeah, talking Grasshoppers is our sister channel. Yeah, that's going to be starting up very soon. I'm sure.
They've done absolute wonders, really, out of us. I know the that Swiss journalist was going mad saying basically rip the identity out of the club, but we've taken Bruno Jourdain, all right, we've taken Toti Gomes, but they've got so many players I thought are like doing all right. Like, I don't see what the problem is. They were in the second division last season. It was shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than Jamia or whatever we had in like the fifth division of Spain or whatever they were back in the day. Look, I think long term, I think it's gonna work for Wolves. I know at the moment it's a little bit frustrating. Obviously, in the chat, guys, let us know where you think Wolves have missed a trick. What were the positions Wolves had to strengthen, and start getting your ratings out of 10 for the window if we weren't to sign anybody else tonight. I'm going to just get our chances up, Finn, because it's been that memorable. I'm pretty sure the first one that we'd signed is Mr. Hayo Kawabi. Thoughts on that signing, Finn?
Well, I mean, we kind of covered on the podcast as well that it's with hope that it'll become a good Japanese player, just like United had like a Shinji Kagawa and whatever and stuff. So if he can become that, then great. And just talking about Grasshoppers as well, and you'll know if you listen to the podcast that I do the FM save with them. They've got a lot of midfielders, so I don't see where Bruno's going to fit in, especially now they've got Kawabi back. But with Hayo coming in, Sanderson, Giles, these are all the ones that were kind of going to soften the blow of us not signing anyone. They've all gone. So I guess we reassess all of them again in 6 months.
Wait, Kawabi's 26, though. He's obviously not like signed to come in and do a job.
No, he was on the bench for me in FM as well, if that helps anyone. Christian Herc started, remember him? They've got him as well, but not on loan from us. They've got him as a permanent.
Yeah, Hayo Kawabi. I mean, they're saying that obviously Ryan Giles is set to go out on loan today to Blackburn. I think that one should be confirmed. They're on about maybe one or two others, but I heard nothing as much. Matt, another one today. Oscar Burr, no longer a Wolves player, contract ripped up. Are you sad about that? Thanks for the memories at Hull at home.
Yeah, thanks for the memories, Oscar, but it's time to go. A fellow Curtin Donna.
Trims, man.
True. To be fair, mate, I can't blame him. He's been shipped here, there, and everywhere. And every time he's coming to the side, he's done all right. He's been steady. Obviously, not at the level that Wolves were at, but he's probably just had enough, hasn't he? And you may find that he moves somewhere else this window. Or very soon, because obviously
I think he's going back to Denmark. I think I read. So I don't know. It was one of them. I think unfortunately, he had a stint at Grasshoppers last year. Had to come back because he was injured. But every time he was in the first team, I think he was one of the most awkward footballers on the pitch. Like on the ball, it just didn't look like a footballer. But Besiktas at home, remember in the Europa League, he had a really good game. I think he whipped in one or two decent balls. Did he for the Jota goals? Hull got the goal as well, but I don't think he was ever going to break in the team. It was never as if right, if Semedo gets injured, don't worry, we've got Oscar Burr waiting. You know, that was never in the conversation, was it? So I'm not sure when his contract was up, possibly at the end of the season. So obviously hasn't cost Wolves a lot to end that. So yeah, all the best to Oscar Burr for the future. I'm sure. Just checking the chat now. There is a lot to be said for a small, tight squad, bringing young players to be on the bench and blood them in rather than having established stars unhappy on the bench. That is such a valid point, by the way, because I had a conversation with somebody today about it. He says, any news? I said no. And he said, you know what? I'm not that bothered because you're going to get people coming in. If we're spending 20, 30 million, Finn, on squad players, aren't they just going to come in and upset the apple cart of this very balanced and happy squad that we've got at the moment?
Yeah, it's all if buts and maybes in it, because if we could say this now, and I kind of agree, but then if Neves gets injured, but it's just like if anyone gets injured, but say one of those three senior midfielders we have, that's the only area where I just don't think it's right, because we've seen that Bruno can opt for a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2. And if you've only got three senior players for that position, it's just not right, is it? I mean, you've got two wing backs either side. You've centre backs were pretty sketchy as well, but I don't think it's right to be pushing for Europe. Like I saw someone say today, Everton are trying to avoid relegation, and their midfield options, if you compared their depth and ours now, Allen, Decore, Dele Alli, Van der Beek, Tom Davis, you really want to chuck that in there, but I'd probably rather have Luke Kundle. But it's just a question of depth there. That's the only irk that I have. But no, yeah, I like the thing that Wolves do, and it's clearly working. A lot of the signings, as we get them up, you'll see it's Wolves-esque signings, isn't it? Bring them in cheap, hopefully sell them on for a lot. From sort of, it's similar to Brighton. I feel like Brighton have been doing that recently. Like they brought in a kid from Paraguay, one from the Belgian league. It's not like, we're not like Everton, Villa in that sense where they buy proven because they can afford to. I thought we would be able to, but I guess Wolves are going down that road, and it might be painful, as we said on the podcast, having to make these guys into stars and then sell them on. But if that's our place in the pecking order, I guess that's what we are.
Yeah, look at Everton though, the deals that they've done today. Obviously, they've taken Lampard. Probably made a decision a few days ago, announced it today. Van der Beek. You can understand why Wolves haven't gone for that, because there's no option to buy. He's probably not going to start over Neves and Moutinho. And he take that far from Manchester, about an hour, if that, 45 minutes. The Dele Alli one, I know, and he probably would upset the apple cart a little bit. Is he going to be motivated to play for Wolves? But I don't think, I would say Wolves is a more attractive proposition than going to Everton. Everton, historically, a bigger club, massive club. But would you rather go to Everton or would you rather go to Wolves now? If given the option, if you say to someone like Dele Alli, and I'm not, I get why people want him, but Coutinho's going at the end of the season. You will be playing next season with Neves. For the deal that they've struck, it would have been, I think it maybe would have been worth a punt. If you're talking 30, 40 million, then of course not, but they've literally taken him on a free. So,
yeah, I would have taken both of those players, but I can understand obviously Fosun and Wolves' stance on the Van der Beek one. Obviously, if Manchester United want to keep him next season, they're not including an option to buy. And most probably wouldn't loan Van der Beek to Wolves anyway, because they probably see them as a European rival at the moment this season. Why would Wolves take him on loan as a backup? Let's be serious. Are you gonna chuck Moutinho or Neves onto the bench at the moment? Probably not. Dele Alli one as well. I think the deal Everton have struck for him is very decent. But again, same sort of thing. Is he going to want to go from Tottenham's bench to Wolves' bench for the rest of the season at the moment? Probably not. That's what people need to realise, really, I think. Obviously, the Boubacar Traoré rumours, I would have taken him because I think that's the sort of player that would come in on and want to fight for his place and not necessarily expect to start every single game. And that's the frustration at the moment. Wolves are in such a good place, and I fully agree that we need to strengthen the depth of the squad, but you can't just throw money at the squad for the sake of it, and shoehorn players in for the sake of it.
You look what Alex Crook said earlier, though. He's been pretty bang on the past couple of transfer windows at Wolves. been a bit of a wanker today, trying to lead fans on by saying he's got news and he definitely hadn't. About Kamara saying Wolves wanted to buy him and loan him back. Why would you do that? We've got 3 senior midfielders, and one I'm not convinced he's an actual footballer. But Luke Kundle must be a hell of a player. He must be a world beater.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I was trying to look at the chat to see, a lot of people saying they probably would have taken Dele Alli. Jared Kelsey says, "What do we seriously think of Dendoncker?" You got to say though, what was it, the Southampton game? I thought he did enough there, did a good job, and obviously we got the 3 points in that game. I think as
the best game of the season.
Yeah, but as far as like a backup midfielder goes at the moment, I think he could have a lot worse than Leander Dendoncker. Finn, what do you think?
Yeah, he's the only one that I feel sort of last season when we were criticising Moutinho, Cody, maybe Kill.
He's a tall man with a trim.
There we go. But he's the only one that you feel hasn't had that new lease of life, isn't it? Whether he hasn't been able to get through to him. We were using him differently in that Brentford game, especially. He was proper pushing forward, almost like a right winger. People are putting it better than me, really, in the comments. So I'll leave it to them.
God, I'm looking like a response.
He's got a use, hasn't he? But as I was saying, like if we do play 3 in midfield, he's not backup, is he? He's a starting midfielder because there's no one else. So it's a strange position.
God, he's not a very memorable player, though, is it? Like if you could think of a strong Wolves moment with Dendoncker, you just can't, can you?
He
only that Adama assist
as well. He
misses that ball so much. No, that to be fair. Was it Everton away? Was it the first season in the Prem when he scored that goal?
On the volley.
That was a lovely goal. That was, to be fair.
The cat game, wasn't it?
The Chelsea game this season, just summed it up perfectly. Made a good run, late into the box, which is what we've been craving. And it's like a point blank header, and he just hits his head. And it's like he's probably got even time to bring it down. He's not the player that I would want to play, especially not in a 2, in a 3. I think you can kind of cater for him, but it's. Defense, don't even talk about it. You can't play there. Centre mid, I think he's not. I think he's too clunky. I don't think he's got the awareness to play in midfield.
What did you think of him in a 3 against Brentford, Matt?
Better, only.
What, in the centre mid?
Yeah,
in centre mid. I think it was his best game of the season. In the second half, when he was pulling wide a little bit and pushing further up the field, that's what drove us to score. But. And one thing he does give you is a presence in both box when attacking and defending set pieces. But you can't have players on the pitch for that. He's easily replaceable for less than you'd sell him for, in my opinion. There's players out there who will do a better job for cheaper. I think Traore would have done as good a job as Dendoncker, and you'd probably doubled your money on him. Because Dendoncker would go for 15 or 20
guy,
million.
Dave, not Adama.
Yeah, I was gonna ask it. We're gonna have to specify it, like which Traore. I reckon, Matt. After that, we set up our first box of the game. We pick our box.
I think we do. Shall I introduce the game?
Yeah, go on,
Right.
Matt. I'll let you introduce it.
Right, chaps. We've got.
I'm sure everyone in the chat is going to love this, but it'll go on throughout the night, so you'll have to stay tuned.
So
Obviously, you can get involved if you join the channel. You can join the channel or leave a super chat. You can pick a box. But I'll let Matt introduce it when he's ready.
Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it. It's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to play Wolves transfer deal or no deal. Can I have some whoops, please?
I wouldn't even remember.
Right, so the premise of the game, if anyone's ever watched Deal or No Deal, you pick a box at the start, you go through the game, you will get bankers' offers. In this case, the banker's offer is you're not signing anyone this window, but this is what you've got to spend next season. So without further ado, let's see who's in the box.
You look a bit like Noel Edmonds, to be fair, Matt.
There we go. So we've got some absolute players in here, and all of these people who've been linked with Wolves, apart from a few on the left. So the top prize, Cristiano Ronaldo, Joao Felix, Renato Sanches, João Peña, Darwin Núñez, Sven Botman, Rafael Leao, Donny van der Beek, Francisco Trincao, Saleta Sarr, Badia Shield, Ramsey, and Pudge. And then the blue numbers is Dele Alli, Traore, Talisca, Martin Braithwaite, John Swift, top assister in the championship, Paul Gladon, the final piece of the jigsaw, Thomas Frankowski, Muganji Beer, Roger Johnson, the old gold and black Tom Rouse, Express and Star's very own digital sports editor Nathan Judah, one half of Sam and Mark Rhodes, and of course our favourite Wolves YouTuber, Dazzling Dave. So, Finn, Dave, would you like to pick a box? And this is a box you can keep or you can trade in at the end.
What are you thinking, Finn? What number? Got Gary Wolves number or not? What's your favourite number?
Nine, or it's always 9. But I
all right, let's go number 9. Let's go number 9.
You go number 9.
Yeah, this is our box. Okay.
Cool. What we'll do, we'll pick 2 boxes now, and we'll come back. We'll keep coming back to it in the night.
Okay.
So, Dave, pick the first box, please.
I'm gonna go 21. So these are the 21 players we will not get. All right. Okay. So this is 21.
Who's it going to be? Trincao.
Oh, that's a shame. Had potential. That's a shame.
Chat, let us know. Francisco Trincao, would you sign him or not? I mean, in our game, he's out.
He's out. He's gone.
Be signing him. Oh my word!
Can I have a number, please?
In honor of Trincao, 11.
Number 11. Hoping for a blue one, Finn.
Respect Trincao. Good luck.
Ooh, don't mind that.
Not bad.
Don't mind that.
Tell you what,
2 blues. I know.
That's we've got 4 cases left to pick this round before a banker's offer. What we'll do one more, and then when our next guest comes on, we'll get 3 more boxes and then get to the banker's first offer. So back to you, Dave. Do you want to pick a number?
Let's get number 1 out of the way.
Hope it's a blue. Mark,
come on.
I get by with the help from my friends.
What a tune.
Mark Rhodes, also a part of the Wandering Wolf Wolves YouTube channel. And we'll come back to this a little bit later.
Wow.
Well, there we go. Chat, let us know your thoughts on the players that we've lost out on there. Who was it? Trincao, Mark Rhodes,
Dele Alli.
And Dele Alli. Oh man, unbelievable start to the evening. Get him in, says KSI. It's good to see KSI in the chat tonight as well. Let's talk about another one of the signings, a player that we could actually see quite often in the first team. Now he's already played in the under 23s. Finn, I don't know if you saw any of his cameo in the 23s. Chiquinho signed from Estoril for around £3 million. Looks like he may be a Adama Traore's replacement. I'm not sure if you saw any of his game in the 23s, but what do you think?
Yeah, no, obviously did the customary YouTube highlights. Watched that one game where he got a hat-trick, but I think they were maybe his only goals for the season in that season, but it was a great hat-trick, and that third one was lovely. But in the under-23s, yeah, I saw how he went off, which wasn't great. Probably put that down to the pitch, but for anyone that didn't see, he basically just was in on goal and kicked the floor, didn't he, basically?
Yeah.
So it wasn't great. But he just looks tricky, looks like everything he wants to do. He doesn't want to do it normally. And there's space for that in the team. Maybe not our team because we have a lot of players like that. But with Adama going, he was arguably the best at that, as you say. Could be a replacement. And if the bigger teams in Portugal, it's from what Proxima, how'd say Jordana said on
Jornada.
You know what? You know when we got him on the channel, right? It took me about 4 times to get the intro right. And what did I call him now? What's he called? Aaron, right?
Yeah.
And I think I called him Barry or something. I was
Barry.
like, it's Aaron from Proxima Nanda. I was like, all right, let's start again. Right, guys, I'm joined by Barry from Proxima Jornada, and he was just there. Like, I was like,
hey, you the fucking hell, Barry, lad.
I'm sure it's bad. I've got the clip today somewhere.
He does. He's a lovely. He's class, Aaron, but he does look very much like Keith Lemon, doesn't he? All he needs is a thing on his wrist. Which is
sorry, Finn, we killed.
Yeah. Sorry, no, yeah, I was just saying that he said that Wolves tried to beat the Porto in Sporto Benfica to him, didn't they? Like beat the price rise almost, get him in at that lower price. So we'll see. I guess he'll probably go out on loan, or I mean, he's on the bench, isn't he? He's going to be. So we might
he's got no fucking choice, mate.
Yeah,
he's got
get him in.
He's
Yeah.
got no choice. I mean, from what Aaron from Proxima, Dave, is your shirt and tie spotted by
I mean,
Jez
Bib, it's Bib £1.79. Dave, what do you think? Is this a bit Jez Moxie? I mean,
Dave looks like he's about to ask if anyone wants any poppadoms to start.
Yeah, Shifnal Balti.
Wait a minute, I need to look. Oh, this isn't good, you know. I've just searched. Look at this now.
What,
Wait, how do I do this now?
what are you trying
Let me
to
share
do?
my screen here.
Oh God, close your tabs.
Oh,
You might be single by tomorrow.
no. This what's that? The same side, looking.
It's my body with your attire.
Can I make myself bigger? No, I can't do it.
Oh
There you go.
God, looks
Can I-
like he
wait,
combs.
solo layout there? No, I can't do it. I don't know how
Nice.
to do it. There you go.
Jez Mox. He looks like he combs his head with a bag of chips. Look how greasy his hair is.
Anyway, thank you, Bib, for that. You will get a box in a minute after we stop speaking about chicken. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What
Go
Aaron
on.
said though, it seems like it's a shrewd piece of business. Very similar to Adama in terms of how direct and it looks like a really direct player. He's not going to be the same level as Adama, but it's the. I think from what Aaron was saying, he's surprised that none of the big boys have picked him up, especially if there's been quite a lot of movement in the Portuguese league. I know that the lad who was at is it Marcus Edwards?
Yeah, from Spurs.
He's
Is
moved.
it,
Gaetan's moved from Braga. Galeno's moved from Braga to Porto. Obviously, Diaz has moved from Porto to. There's been a lot of movement in those areas across the top team. So I am surprised that Chiquinho has not been touted for a move there. But I think it's too early to say whether he's going to be a good player or not. But it looks like he's probably going to get that game time though, or at least a few minutes off the bench. But we shall see. At 3 million or up to 5 million, it looks like it's going to be risk free, doesn't it? So.
yeah.
Expect it to be grasshoppers for the next couple of years.
One of the things that sort of possibly bodes well for Wolves is that they have got faith that these players coming back from injury are going to come back and they're looking good in training. Johnny, I saw on the video today, you know, he's playing. I know what's that tennis game they play indoors, the foot squash, whoever it is. He looked like he was getting proper involved in that, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him in a couple of match day squads in Feb for Wolves. Willy Bolly may well be back in Feb. Romain Saiss is going to be back. Pedro Neto could be back by the end of Feb.
All like new
Wang
signings,
Chan.
you know.
So, yeah, exactly. But like that, surely for fans, you know, I know we all want signings in, but surely that does bode well for Wolves that you've got all these players, 2 or 3 of which that we haven't even had the opportunity of seeing next season as well. So, Chiquinho, with him then, if Neto comes back, you've got Neto, Podence, Trincao, Chiquinho, I'm missing, and Huang.
Yeah.
So, and obviously Huang signed on a permanent now as well. So I think Chiquinho's chances are going to be what? Shout out to the real like Wolves due to them. Good luck for the season from Cologne. Cheers. I just got confused by that first sentence. Cheers, Einfach, David. That was my, you got the Portuguese, you got the German unlock. So we've got two boxes that we're going to open, which we'll probably do in a second as well. But I appreciate that. €4.99.
Waiting for Mantle to come on so we can.
We'll wait.
Our next guest. What do you think Gibbs White comes back next season and fits into the first team? Because he's been playing out. He's been playing in like a wide position, hasn't he, for Sheffield United?
I liked him in pre-season, and he did well against Forest in the cup as well. So I was quite surprised. I actually had him to break into the England team in my Talking Wolves pre-season predictions. I mean, he got into the under-21, so I was half right.
Yeah, you didn't stipulate, did you? Which like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, unlike Tom Parker, who said 15 goals for Dendoncker. I don't know. In Morgan Gibbs White, there's a lot of players. Ryan Giles obviously going out on loan. Bruno, by the sounds of it, really likes him and would have been happy for him to stick around as well.
I'd say he's probably £20 million better than Ryan Enu, if I'm honest.
Yeah, to Brian Aylor. Yeah, that's another thing with Johnny though, isn't it? You got Marcel, you got Aït-Nouri. If Johnny comes back, obviously Marcel's contract is up at the end of the season. Is Marcel just going to be let go? Are we all laughing at this comment here? I'd assume.
Dave, what would you do if you saw Dazzling Dave in your fridge?
Boys, I'm not great at impressions of Louis Bennett. Right.
Oh, a bit of a shiny one.
Getting full screen.
Dazzling Dave, what are you doing in my fridge? Get out! Get out! Is that good enough? I don't know. I think I've just embarrassed myself in front of 600 plus people. Finn's gone bright red. Don't want to be part of it. Look, Luke Bennett's actually a fan of the channel, by the way.
John, I'll text. Hang on, I'll message him.
Get him in. If you can get Luke Bennett on this stream, here we go. We got another one.
Big Louis.
Louis or Lewis? What do you think? Hey lads, do you think Neto will fit Bruno ball?
Absolutely.
I think so. I feel if we get the Neto of last season, I think definitely we've got free donos there for the free boxes coming up shortly.
We'll run out of fucking boxes. Might have to go again.
To be fair, these lot can open the boxes and Harry can decide the banker's offer, can't he?
Well, he's gonna no because he's skip mate, so he'll take it.
Yeah.
Even if it's like 300 quid, he's got a babby to look after. Yeah. I think Neto, he comes straight into the team. If you ask me, as long as he's fit. I know. Bruno has said he's got to work for his place, but he's going to play off the right, isn't he? The only player that's been playing there is Trincao and Adama to shoehorn him in. So, someone's.
Oh dear, Michael. I mean, we're probably going to get requests like this all night. That was the one and only time I'm ever going to do a Luke Bennett impersonation. Never doing it again. Finn, what do you think about Neto? Is he going to just? Well, I'm not going to say walk him because I think it's going to take him a bit of time to get match fit. But do you think he's going to be well suited to the way Bruno plays?
Yeah, I get Costa flashbacks. You know, like. When they're out for that long and then they come back. I really hope he doesn't. But the difference in player that Helder Costa was to then post-injury. I know it's a completely different injury and you can't just say that. But yeah, I think a front three, Podence, Neto, Jimenez, I think we could be cooking later on in the season, for want of a better word. But I think the balance he's going to give us with a left footer that's experienced in the Premier League, obviously that's what we tried to get with Trincao. And it hasn't worked quite yet, but the depth there, it's our best area, isn't it, really? Another donation here as well. 10.
There we go. It's Jersey Wolf for the $10 evening from a UK Wolves fan on holiday in Miami.
Jeez.
Feel like it's going to be a long night for you guys. Hope you have the vodka bottles at the ready. I mean, I got Foster's. It's probably as bad.
I've got Dettol. So
it's a silly bang. I need to write these down because I'm going to upset someone here and forget whose boxes who. We've got 3, haven't we, so far? So yeah, I'll make sure we remember. Big thanks, Jersey Wolf, for that one. I'm sure, well, like we said at the start, chat. I think obviously the incomings may be quieting down, but obviously we'll keep our eye on. One deal that is obviously going to upset us a lot. Kiefer Moore, who's heavily linked last window, has just completed move for £3.5 million to Bournemouth.
We could have had a whip around and brought him in, I think. Because he
was these donations, possibly.
Yeah, I was going to say, give us a few hours.
I was going to say, ouch, like, I'd have happily had Kiefer Moore, mate, or Ben Brayton. The really, if you got rid of Jimenez, and I like Brayton and Kiefer Moore. I don't know why. I just feel like there's a bit of nostalgia.
So you would replace Raul Jimenez with Ben Brereton Diaz and Kiefer Moore?
Absolutely, yeah. Because when Jimenez goes to the MLS in the summer, we're going to have to replace him. Aren't we?
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Oh, my word.
Do you reckon that could be a possibility, you know?
What, Kiefer Moore coming to Wolves?
No, not Kiefer Moore.
Jimenez going to MLS?
We can only dream.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's doable. I think we'd wait until his contract runs low, though. I don't think it would be something short term.
Scott, I was looking at the Insigne deal, but I don't think they spent much on
mad money, to be fair.
Yeah,
they've not paid anything for him though. Jimenez he's got another He's got another 2 years left on his deal. Maybe next summer. I don't think this summer though. Fully depends on what he's like.
I think he'll definitely end up there. Say if. Oh, okay. This is hypothetical. So from now until the end of the season, Jimenez struggles for form. Fabio Silva comes into this team, starts firing. Fabio Silva is our number 9 for the last 3 or 4 games of the season. Could you see Jimenez going to the La Galaxy?
Possibly
This summer?
This summer.
Yeah, he's on about this summer.
That would make me sad.
Things just looking at his YouTube channel burning down. No.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because I reckon they've got this big summer tour booked out, ready for Jimenez on his own.
It could be one last hurrah. It could be Wolves
Just leave him there, fly over and leave him there.
Wolves play LA Galaxy. Wolves get a penalty. Jimenez steps up to take it, fucks it over the bar, takes his shirt off, and he's got a LA Galaxy top on.
This ain't no flipping, what is it, on WWE when they changed from SmackDown to Raw?
Survivor Series.
Yeah. The draft when they take their shirt off. What is this here? No. I believe we got our first guest of the evening anyway, waiting in the wings. It's Mr. Harry Mansell.
Hello.
Here he is. How you doing, Harry? Let me swap you over with Finn.
Yeah,
Finn,
so sorry I'm a bit late. I just went for a run and I overcooked it.
It's all right. You're only 1 minute late, so I don't know. Have you been able to watch any of the stream so far, Harry?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so you're in for a bit of a surprise.
You're in for a treat.
Don't be scared.
I'm actually getting scared now if it's a quiz.
No. We've got Noel Edmonds. Noel Edmonds is actually producing the stream tonight, and he's hooked us up with a game. We've got Matt. Can you fire up? Can you just tell Noel to get it up on the screen?
Harry, I know you're not great with quizzes or game shows or just operating as a public human. In a normal way. Are you familiar with Deal or No Deal?
Yeah.
That's a good start. Do you understand the premise of the game?
Yeah, pick a box. It's a lucky number in it, and then you end up with that number at the end. You can swap or steal in it. No, swap the boxes at the end. Swap the boxes at the end.
It's not golden balls. Yeah.
So Harry, this is going to be quite a treat for you. We've actually got our very own deadline day, Deal or No Deal. We've already picked 3 boxes.
Yeah.
And you're going to pick our next box for us. Okay.
Yeah.
Just familiarise yourself on the left and right hand side of the players that we've got left.
Is this the right one?
Oh, for God's sake.
Matt, the sound on? What's going on with the sound? Who's got that on?
Me. Is that the right one? Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. Am I picking a number?
Well, hold on. So, Harry, you can see so far we've lost Francisco Trincao, we've lost Dele Alli, and we've also lost Mark Rhodes from the Wandering Wolf. So we are going to pick another 3 cases. You're going to pick the next one, then our donors are going to pick the rest. Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. And then after that, the banker is going to give us an offer, which is how much we've got to spend next season. But I think what we want to do is go all the way to the end. So, Harry, without further ado, pick a box, please, from the numbers you can see there.
So I've got to go my lucky number, and it's number 6.
Number 6. Ooh. Hope it's a blue, mate.
Come on. The suspense is killing me.
We've
lost him.
Hold on. So I honestly thought I thought that was the box I have at the end, but I've just realised that's my first pick.
No. Right, we've got. We've actually. Sorry, before we carry on, we've got Ben Vickers with a donation of £5. Evening, lads. Where did you get your wall sign from? I got it from a guy on Facebook. I'm not sure if he still makes them, but if you want to drop me a message on Twitter or whatever, I can sort you out after the stream. So now we've got 4 donos, I think. So the first one was Bib, Matt. So just pick a number. We can pick the numbers.
Put a number in if he's still watching.
Bib, if you're still there, Michael Bib, pick a number.
We'll give him.
A message to Fosun.
We'll give him a minute.
That was HRH on Bib.
Oh, sorry.
We're giving him a minute now to put it in the chat what number box he wants. I can't see the chat because I'm
24. He said 24.
Yeah,
I'm going to go box 24. I bloody hope it's a blue one. When are they going to bloody learn?
Come on. Ooh, Ricky Pooch.
Can take it.
The next guy was the German guy, wasn't it? German. I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. Discord German guy. If you want to drop a number and you got 20 seconds or so.
I think Einfach meant easy from back in my German GCSE days.
I love the fact you got Tom Rouse as one of the.
He's decent.
Tell him, lad.
Someone's there just sent me a video of me doing a Luke Bennett impression. Right, I think we just pick a number for him.
The second lad with the German accent in his name. You've got start the clock. You've got a minute.
He's gone. Nah, someone said he's gone. Yeah, his German friend said he's gone. I'd say we just pick.
So, no, there was another donor as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the next donor.
Ask the next donor what number I'd like to pick.
It was a guy in America.
Jersey.
Vodka. Jersey Wolf, if you're there.
Yeah, you've got a minute.
Also, Ben Vickers, get ready to give us a number in a minute.
Yeah.
So, Harry, it's been a quiet day for Wolves.
Yes.
Honest opinion on the window so far.
I'm disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I said a few weeks ago if we kept Adama and then no one came in, I'd have been content. But the fact has anything happened anyway in the last hour? Nothing's happened, right?
No.
Oh, you're not in the room. You're not seeing.
Oh no, don't do this. But yeah, now it looks like we're not getting anybody in really. Who we signed, Chiquinho, whatever his name is. Apart from that, and obviously Sing Wang Bin. Is that right? The one who's gone to Grasshoppers, but yeah, it's not good, mate.
Min, yes,
that one, yeah.
Got 13, by the way, Matt. For when you want to load.
13. Sorry, I was saying Harry.
Carry on, Harry.
But we've literally got a chance of getting into Europe, and it would have been nice just to either keep Adama or keep Adama and get Renato Sanchez. That'd have been absolute dreamland. Although we knew that weren't going to happen, but for me, we've got to sign a midfielder. Now Jordal's gone out on loan as well to Grasshoppers. It just feels very, very risky, but they live risky, don't they?
Buy to sell FC has turned sell to buy FC has turned into sell to consolidate FC.
Buy to loan FC, isn't it?
Buy to sell to buy to Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Right.
13 it was, Matt.
13. Happy to blue.
We've got getting rid of a few blues at the moment.
Yeah.
Come on. Decent.
Hello, lad.
Decent. Right, it was
Banker's calling. I tell you what, I reckon it's going to be a big offer here because we've only lost Pudge and Trincao.
Right, chat. So, this is for what Fosun will give us in the summer window.
Fuck all. 6.3 million pounds.
Nah, no good.
Gonna go no deal, and I'm gonna come back into the chat. We're gonna go no deal.
We've got one more, I think, box to open. It was Ben Vickers. Ben, if you're there.
Ben, you've got a minute starting now.
Yeah. No deal. Just since Family House on João Teixeira, but it wasn't the one that Wolves had. It was the ex-Liverpool. Oh, hey, Ben Vickers gone number 18 for Renato Sanchez. Come on, Ben.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
I haven't.
Yeah!
Hello, lad. Right, there we go. That is
there we go. We're back in the room.
Well, what a start to the deal or no deal, Harry. I mean, you're our good luck charm there. Chat as well, by the way, if you guys, I want to see where you are all watching the stream from. Please keep it clean. And drop us a tweet at Talking Wolves. And we'll show obviously some of the best ones or at me or Matt. And we'll show the best ones on the stream. Yeah, Harry, you mentioned a couple of the players there. I mean, the best part of Wolves' business today is terminating the contract of Oscar Burr. What are your opinions of that?
All I think of is was that game of the Championship when he scored that header? It was against Hull. I saw that.
It's a weird goal, isn't it? That.
Yeah, get him off the wide, Bill.
Yeah. It's I don't know because he came on. Was it in the
Paul Deer has as well, by the way. You've pulled here, son.
Where is
this?
Go. Yeah. Online strips.
Oh my word! All right, I need to ban this person, by the way.
No, keep it there.
Keep it.
Lovely. No, but I wonder where he'll go. But what sort of level is he? I don't know because
I think he's going back to Denmark. I think, mate. Yeah. From what
he came on the FA Cup, didn't he? I think that one we lost against United away or drew 0-0. I can't remember now.
Yeah, he had
the last time I remember him coming on. Yeah, but yeah, didn't do much, did he? Really, a failure. Probably a bit harsh, but
that's a shame.
That is, respect Oscar Burr, please. Trying to see some of the other signings that we made. I mean, it's not been a very memorable window. What are your opinions of this Grasshoppers thing, Harry? I mean, everyone's got an opinion of it. A lot of people, I'm sure, more people hate it than enjoy it. But what are your thoughts?
I ain't got many thoughts. Obviously, they're doing it because they want to get young players in, ship them off out there for a bit of experience. It's worked with old Totti, isn't it? He was playing out there and come in and done well, and it's in Switzerland, so it's like some kind of dodgy money laundering going on. I don't know. I don't want to out Fosun, but it's the classic feeder club, innit? And I don't know, but if it weren't for them, Bonatini would be in no man's land. So let them crack on.
This guy's apparently at Molyneux. I hope you're not on the Billy Wright.
I was going to say, don't leave the cooker on.
Yeah.
Get that fucking cooker on.
What? Well, we know who started it now, Kyrie. There you go. Oh my word, here we go. We got another one. It's Vedran Nesic. Respect for your amazing work, guys. Cheers from Germany.
Vedran, do you want to pick a number, mate?
We back? Yeah, pick a number now, Vedran. Or if anyone else puts super chats in, put a number at the end of your super chat.
Good shout.
The number's available. We'll pick it. If not, we'll pick the nearest number.
I was just going to say, I was thinking to myself earlier, when Wolves actually have an amazing, mad deadline day window, it's going to be really good for you, on this channel.
The last one
agreed.
Threatened to really get going. It's just an absolute car crash.
Bloody
has Vedran offered a number yet?
No, I'll tell you when he has.
No.
Why don't you guys arrange a coach trip to go watch Grasshoppers next season? That would actually be pretty sick, to be fair.
It's just so expensive.
Oh,
Is it?
no, man.
Yeah, it's...
Go on, Finn.
Their shirts are like 110 quid. I tried to get a Conor Ronan one. But no, that didn't work. But you could choose anyone. And I've just seen Craig saying in the comments here, you forget that it's owned by the owner's wife, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
25, Matt, by the way.
25.
25. Get it open.
The thing is, though, most blokes will buy the missus an handbag to keep her happy. Well, he's going to bought her a football club.
Jordao. Jordau's the Valentine's present.
But Switzerland is like billionaire's paradise, isn't it? It's like where they all go. And
the economy's just, I mean, you pay like 8 or 9 quid for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So,
25. Wall Street.
Yeah, number 25, please.
Open to blue.
Come on.
Oh,
it's a big one.
That's a big one.
The awkward silence then. My word. I'm just going to quickly put some tweets on the screen, if that's all right.
Yeah, let me just stop sharing. I can keep that on, actually.
Can I have a prediction what's in number 9, by the way?
Yeah, mate.
That's your case, isn't it? Like, that's what I think is going to be in it at the end when you get there. It's got to be Dazzle, in it. Dazzle Dave.
Forget that.
Well, if it is, people are going to think I've fixed it, but...
this bloke here is watching from Dacey's Mrs. bedroom. Oh, he's correcting himself. That's actually a really good one. That is. Yeah.
I thought that was. I said Darcy's bedroom.
I wouldn't even right.
That's what I thought, Dave. Why are you putting that up?
No, we got a tweet. There's a few tweets. I'll get through them all in a minute. This is from Cav. He's currently playing Football Manager and watching us.
So he's doing his thumbs.
There.
What the hell? Pick his nose. He's taking his brain out.
I knew he was managing there, but lovely little monitor. And got the old laptop on there.
Love that, mate. Thank you.
See it. Cheers, Cav. Where were we? Grasshoppers. So yeah, is a Grasshoppers Talkie Wolves tour not going to happen?
I'll definitely go to a game, but it's expensive, isn't it? Like Finn said and Harry said, it's really rich economy.
All right, guys, we're going to announce after this stream, we're going to start up a Patreon. All the money goes to really good causes. No, to be fair though, all jokes aside, obviously we've got the ability to join the channel here. There are exciting partnerships that we're going to announce in the next couple of weeks or so on the channel.
Not new signings, unfortunately.
No, not new signings.
That's what people think could happen.
Yeah. Shiv's just sent me a picture of him zoomed into me on his screen. But the stuff, like, as mad as it sounds, we've obviously got a contact with Fabrizio Romano. People think it's as easy as just asking him to come on the channel, but it isn't. You have to pay him, money.
Really?
So in the future, a lot of money. So in the future, if Wolves ever do have a busier window, obviously we'll be able to get him on the channel and so on. That's something that we're interested in, and maybe Pixel Yeti. Maybe we could get a tour. Talking Grasshoppers is well and truly.
That is in the pipeline. We've got.
Harry, so you did it to Italy, didn't you? You drove.
Yeah,
you could
no,
drive
I
to
did
Switzerland.
it. So I drove, but Sam, Bayliss, and Jack landed in Switzerland on the way and switched to go to Milan. So they said it was really expensive. But yeah, the drive's class. Yeah, honestly, it's such a laugh driving over there. So
yeah, I heard that as well. Fabrizio is currently streaming to 30k plus people. He's heard we're playing Deal or No Deal, and he's joined in.
On his here we go transfer deadline day.
I mean, we've killed my flow here. I don't know where.
Mate,
I mean, go on.
With Grasshoppers though, I'd definitely go. Perhaps we could get a sponsor for the trip if anyone's a local business who wants a bit of brand awareness. We'll plaster it.
Isn't FIFA in Zurich? Or the FIFA headquarters?
Oh, yeah, it is.
They could lend us a few quid.
I'd definitely go and do it. But I think it'd be a good one to vlog, and I'm sure there'd be, they've got a fan channel or something, haven't they?
Yeah,
they've got a lot. I'd quite like to go.
It's
Maybe,
just
we might get him in Europa League. Imagine that.
That'd be
cool.
Conflict of interest.
Just watch out for the speeding tickets.
There with half and half scarf.
we got stung with the speeding tickets over there.
Where was that?
Just the speeding tickets when we drove across. We didn't drive to Switzerland when we drove to Turin.
So a lot of people on the old Football Manager look.
Oh no.
Oh,
nice. If someone can get a video of us watching the stream with Football Manager on the screen and a mixed grill, then
you probably need to get out more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally, lads, nothing's been said at all the last hour. I haven't checked my phone, so no, so and so might be just literally nothing.
No, yeah,
yeah. I mean, someone just said Fabrizio Romano's tweeted, but I'm sure he's capping. So,
I wonder what he's tweeted.
Yeah. Apparently, we're doing a deal behind the scenes.
A Cookson bloke last night when he said, "I've heard something. Brace yourself." That was nothing.
Cookson. Wait,
that was about.
What was his name? What's his name?
Alex Crook.
That's him. Crook.
Alex Cookson. I mean,
Alex Cookson.
I'm not sure what's going on here, Bib. To be honest, mate.
Oh, mate, I like that.
I'm glad you've cleaned the skids there before you took the picture.
As long as it's a wee.
What's all that lotion for? Looks like he's about to choke the chicken.
Vodka or Malibu or something.
Streaming that good bib, bloody hell.
Yeah, agreed. Shiv there, agreed. Anyway, FFP restricted or lack of interest from the club? That's a great question, Liam. Finn, what do you think?
Well, it's not about. It's not really think, is it? It's facts, but I don't know. To be honest, I'm not clued up on it. But surely it's got to be the FF. Do you know, Matt? Have you got more of the facts behind it?
Yeah, I can take this from here. Thanks, Finn.
That's that way.
If you invest, if your owners invest into the club, then and invest a certain amount, you can then lose a certain amount of money with the European. The UEFA FFP laws. The Premier League ones are a lot more relaxed. I think you can make losses of up to like 70-80 million over 3 seasons. But the UEFA ones are a lot more stringent. So I believe that because Fosun have stopped investing into Wolves, they can only make losses of £5 million, I believe. But if they were to invest more money in, they could make more losses. So it's like it's a difficult one, but listening to the Price of Football podcast, which is where I've got the information from with Kieran Maguire, that's what he said. He's like, Fosun have stopped investing into the club or the same level that they had when they had the club to start with, and that's why we can't spend any money. So unless they invest or unless we sell a player, unless we invest or unless we sell a player or find the magic money pot, then I don't think we're going to be spending anyway.
Someone just sent me that in a direct message on Twitter. I think that's bang on.
It's the
you little David Brent goatee now, Dave.
Yeah,
it's the bloke off Toy Story who owns a toy shop.
Al Stoiber.
Yeah.
It's a good shout. I like that. When are we releasing more T-shirts to talk about? I think there are plans. We had loads of ideas planned for the end of the year, and to be honest, it just got so busy that we never got anything. So I think we had, Matt. The Grand Theft Auto did ridiculously well. We had the North Bank T-shirts.
Yeah. We've had quite a few, to be fair. I mean, we've still got, I think Harry Mansell's still got an original 1877 shirt somewhere. Yeah, I've still got one, but yeah, we will release one. It's just finding the time to get designs done down, isn't it? If anyone's a designer who wants to make a little bit of coin, then
who came up with the Porto one? That was really good. The Grand Theft Auto Porto.
I think I saw it. I started drafting up designs.
That was-
So Matt
that
did
was
all the
good.
Doing
marketing
it live,
side.
weren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
good.
Yeah, we put together. I think Dave came up with the original idea. I pretty much marketed it, and then we came together, and it was class. The amount of people like showed an interest in that, and
That was good. Yeah.
so grateful for it. But it was class. Just what I loved about it was like when we initially released them to pre-order, and we put the video up, and I think the video was what gripped people because it was like the Grand Theft Auto opening credits, weren't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we had 20 for pre-order. We were like, we'll put 20 up, and like gone within like 20 minutes. We were like, fucking hell, like this is unbelievable. So yeah, it's hard though. Like it's hard to think of ideas that aren't like proper Yadar, because we could churn out stuff like Bully Dugan, you know, all that shit. But it's just that's not what we really want to do.
Talking of Yadar, my dad rang. I think I said to you on the private messages day. My dad rang me earlier. He goes, "You've heard?" I said, "Heard what?" He said, "All my Newcastle mates have rang me. Cody's on the way up there, medical. He's signing 25 million." I said, "Dad, just, you know what I mean?" I looked on Twitter. I said, "What's his name? Your mate, Fabzio." I said, "Look at him. He'll tell you."
Yeah, that was him, Romanzio Fabio.
That was a joke. I know he is really. That was a joke.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We've got quite a few. Are you guys fosing in or fosing out?
I'm Fos and
Ban
Shake
him.
it all about.
Ban him from the stream.
Do the wheelie body.
Turn around.
You can't be fosing out, surely. Anyone who's fosing out, that's mad.
I wonder what Jason Guy thinks of all this.
For me now.
No, we'll wait. We'll give it a little bit longer.
Finn, are you fosing in or fosing out? Apart from the fact they've taken away your free complimentary drink in the North Bank bar.
Yeah, but they're signing more South Koreans, so I think we're on the same page of wanting to do successfully, and they're helping me out, trying to find me some views from somewhere. So, they're still signing marketable footballers. But no, you can't. If they are under stricter rules with the European stuff, and it goes over my head most of it, and I think Matt was saying they're sort of partly to blame as well.
Yeah,
and also, if the European rules restrict them more, are they going to be chomping at the bit to get into Europe? Because we see it as like, a trip to Barcelona like last year. They might see it as, oh my God, we've got more rules to have to stick to. I think if we don't get Europe this year, we're then free from those rules, aren't we, for a while until we get back in. So I know it sounds weird, but not getting Europe might be better for them, whereas for us it'd be amazing. I don't know. I overthink that sort of stuff, but is it possible? I don't know.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I'm not particularly sure about that, and surely you just want to do it as best as you can. What I think has happened is that they've stopped putting investment into the club, or especially to the level that they previously did. They're probably performing above expectation this season, so they're like, well, we don't need to invest because we're in a better place than we thought we'd be. Because even, I mean, I didn't think we'd be 7th or 8th come this time, come this season. This time, not at all. I thought it'd be 12th or 13th. So I think that's what it is. They're just happy to tread water for the time being. Whether we get a war chest, so to speak, in the summer, I don't know, but say if you've got to sell players in the summer to raise funds, you've got more saleable assets this summer than you would have last summer, purely because they're in form. So you look at someone like Kilman, who would be 25, 30 million pound player, even Cody, Jose Sarr, Pedence having a blinding season. You know, these kind of people who were good for nothing last year are now, you know, saleable assets. But if you are to sell Neves in the summer, Moutinho has to say you can't sell both of them, because then you've got to rebuild a whole midfield. So that's the only saving grace for me, that Neves probably isn't going to go, because they're not going to let Moutinho and Neves go.
That worries me though, Matt. Like, I see both sides, and obviously people saying he's not investing that. Neves is probably looking at it, and if it keeps going on, if it gets to the summer and this happens again, he's going to be starting to look around thinking, I'm going. Like, he ain't going to keep staying, is he, if we don't show ambition to push. But what I will say on the Fosun in, Fosun out thing, I lean a bit more towards you say like Yadar thing, where I'm just so grateful they're in charge of us, because I know everyone says, but you look back 6-7 years ago, I still have to pinch myself sometimes where we are. And I do get, now we're here, let's show ambition, but they've done really well up to now, and it's not going to be perfect all the time, is it? So that's the way I look. I'm just very grateful they're in charge of us, to be honest.
Well, 4 or 5 years ago, who would have thought that we were going to be doing deals to and from Barcelona as well?
Mental,
you know what I mean?
mental.
That sort of thing. Absolutely mad, isn't it?
That's another point on that deal. The Traore
We haven't
one.
spoke about that at all, really.
We haven't, and I think it's probably a good segue to speak about it. It's an option to buy for 30 million euros. Looking at how the player, and I may be reading into this a little bit too much, being a little bit too inquisitive, but the way that the players have said their goodbyes on Instagram to him, Cody, Ruddy, there was a few. He's not coming back to Wolves. He's not coming back to Wolves. You can tell. He's staying at Barcelona. The transfer window podcast with Duncan Castles, as usually bang on, has said there's no contractual obligation, but there's been a promise to Adama from the club, from Barcelona, that move will be made permanent in the summer for 30 million euros, and he'll get a salary bump because he's taking a pay cut to go there. So I think it's a good bit of business from Fosun to get rid of him if that does come to fruition. But they've got to invest that 30 million, because that could have been the sale of Neves. So they've got to invest that in the summer. I'd have liked them to invest it now, but it's obviously all pie in the sky, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we got quickly again a couple of people. There's a lot of people doing the old FM. I reckon they've all loaded it up for me. This Football Manager, yeah.
I reckon
FM on the laptop.
Playing with no striker as well.
Yeah, strikerless. Oh, I'll rate that. That's with Liverpool as well. Cheeky strikerless.
How did you get on in that showdown, Dave? Did you?
We don't talk about that.
Prefer not to speak.
Quarter final knockout. Oh my! This is a fantastic one. We've got Raul Jimenez watching the stream today.
Oh yeah,
that can't be real.
It's because Finners is on, isn't it? It's because Finners on. It's just returning the favour.
Yeah, so Hayden is alongside Raul Jimenez. This is oh my word! What is going on here? What is going on? There we go. Watching what's working. Oh, look at that monitor.
Okay, where are you at? It looks nice there.
I'd love to see it. Yeah, we've got a few. Why have we got pictures of Daniel Podence in a pool naked here?
Daniel Podence, he's Todger out in the pool.
Oh my word! TOS, we're gonna get the stream shut down here. Oh man,
brilliant.
Harry, how long has Harry got left? Sorry, Matt.
Harry's got about 2 minutes.
All right, Harry, before you go. For you, window, has it been a failure? Is Wolves' squad stronger or weaker than the 1st of January?
So obviously, in terms of incomings, it has been, but they put out those tweets for a reason the other week. Neto, Mosquera, Hwang, Johnny, they're all coming back, so that's the way they're looking at it. And they're thinking, there we go, 4 new fresh faces in, although obviously not coming back straight away. So I'm just going to say neutral and say it's been a failure, Sonic. Yeah, it's been a failure.
Go on, Harry.
But we'll be all right. Don't worry, we'll be all right.
And you said you were Fosun out, yeah?
No chance.
He definitely did. Harry, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you for coming on, as always.
Cheers,
where can people find you, should they wish, and the 77 Club?
Yeah, at Harry_Manson on Twitter. I'll just do that for Matt every time. Harry Manson on YouTube, and the Wall 77 Club on YouTube, Twitter, and Spotify and all that. Cheers,
you better give him a plug, mate, because all you do is get stick on that podcast.
I know, yeah. Well, I come on to cover Finn, didn't I? And they give me some stick, but yeah, there we go. Now we all integrate. Was that the right word?
Mate,
like Dave and I, Matt.
You've been asked to come on the biggest podcast. You should be.
Exactly.
Grateful you and
I said to him, I said if we want some listeners, I'll go on Talking Wolves, plug us, and we might get some listeners then.
Bring it back. Pleasure as always, mate.
Cheers, lads. In a bit.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Harry. Have a good one, man. Before we get the next guest on, this is a mad one. Look at this. Look at that. That's a legit.
Oh, I love that.
Jersey
that-
Wolf. This is the guy that donated earlier. Watching
Oh,
Miami.
wicked.
Oh,
That is
wow.
unbelievable. Is that Techno
Don't
Paul?
drop that off the head.
Techno Ball looks good this time of year, doesn't it?
Is he on holiday?
Yes. It is in Miami. He lives in Jersey. He was in Miami, yeah. That is
J-
sick.
Jersey, is he not the Channel Islands jersey or?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
He's been on the. I think he's been on the channel before on a fans react. Yeah, I think he's done a fans react before. Jersey/Coventry. Also in his bio it says he's single. So if anyone wants to give him a shout, please do.
Well,
so.
I think the next man coming into the stream would be all up for that. Tom Parker.
Get
how
me
you
down
doing,
there.
mate?
Get me down there. That view is worth it. That view is worth it. I've still got that sweaty men Instagram account in the
Oh.
back burner. So just in
Not this
case.
again.
Tom Parker,
Oh.
thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure. How you doing, mate?
Brilliant. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Considering like how the summer deadline day stream went, I'm sort of in the middle of the 5 stages of grief now. You know,
Yeah.
I'm at the last part. I'm accepting that this is just how the transfer model is, and I
What-
don't mind actually.
What are your thoughts on the news breaking just now that Wolves are looking at making Mr. Miami's loan move a permanent one?
Oh well, it's interesting you asked that because in 3 of our last 6 January transfer windows, our biggest signings have been loaned to permanents. So that would go along with the model.
And he's
Buzzing.
probably, he's a big name, isn't he?
Well, in some respects, yes.
Oh my God, maybe it's actually happening. I know that's right.
I know that's right. Is he on
Um,
loan? Is he coming to Talking Wolves on loan for the season?
Come into Miami, yeah.
Yeah.
It's you know, Campana's gone that way, but he's come the other way. So just straight swap.
Well, yeah.
So I'll get
Do you
him
want
on.
me to, Luke Bennett's not feeling very well, so do you want me to ask Mr. Miami as a surprise guest?
That would actually
Yeah,
be some.
you got your little black
That
book
would be
there.
some. Yes.
What
I
he
know,
doesn't
he's
do very
contacting.
well. Just say that's really make him feel bad. So it's really disappointed. We wanted you on the
Yeah,
channel.
literally 5 minutes
Yeah.
of your time. You're selfish.
What's he say? What's he say, Luke Bennett?
He's not pretty
what's he
well.
said?
He's
I
literally
bet
it's
he'll
on
be
his
live on
story.
TikTok in a minute, won't he?
Yeah, he will.
No, he's put an Instagram story on as well. So it's
Offer him a
that'll be
few hundred
official.
quid. He'll be on.
He says.
Anyway,
over it,
Before we go
sorry.
on to transfer talk, I think it's time to get Noel Edmonds back on the production
Oh, of
Oof.
course.
and
Here
get
we
Tom
go.
Parker.
Tom, have you
I
been
watched
watching?
the last one, so yeah, I have. I did watch the last one, so I've been looking
Come on,
forward
Tom's
to
a
this.
diehard. He
Good
knows
man.
that.
I'm a dialed. I'm a dialed, mate. Support your local business.
Tom Parker, welcome to Deal or No Deal. So, just a recap to those who are coming back into the stream. So, this is our Wolves transfer deadline day, deal or no deal. So, as you can see, you've got some prizes on the left that are less desirable, and then you've got some prizes on the right with the most desirable. We've still got our top prize, which is Christian Renard, and we've still got our
Christ.
bottom prize,
That
which is
pronunciation. My
Haslin
God.
Dave.
I've got
So-
football wonder kids on here.
That's some ASMR. That.
It is, but these are people that we've all been linked with previously. And
What, Dazzling Dave?
Is it Tom Rose? Is he joining it? Is it?
yeah,
you
Calcio
wanna-
Mercato said Dazzling Davies. He's confirmed.
Jarhead.
Oh,
Dazzling, if you are watching this, it's nothing personal, mate. You've got Tom Rouse in there as well, so no need
and
to cry.
Nathan Judah.
And Mark Rhodes, he's gone early.
Yeah, Mark Rhodes had gone off early, but Mark Rhodes is like Black Country royalty, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Mark Rhodes is. Tom, pick us a number, please, mate.
Oh no. 16.
16. You sure?
Yeah. If I lose a big one, I will burst into tears.
Let's hope it's a big one for your sake.
60.
His mum still buys his trousers.
Oh,
Oh, Boubacar.
Not Boubacar. Boubacar
Not
Traore.
Bertrand.
Not Bertrand.
Bertrand.
Not
Big
Bertrand
Bert.
Traore. We've got
Big
2
Bert.
cases. If anyone wants to
Drop-
donate, and I can pick a number.
Drop a super chat.
Send in
Yeah.
your donations, please. We need the money.
To fund
We'll
the
get
grass.
ourselves a Talking Wolves studio in a couple of years.
That's it. Kiefer Moore spotted Mount Hotel. I mean, I've just seen him sign.
He's
for
just
Cardiff.
signed for Bournemouth, so
Oh,
yeah.
Bournemouth. Sorry, yeah. You're
What's
correct.
your thoughts on the Weghorst signing for
it's a
Burnley?
decent. It's a good deal
I've
on
never
paper,
watched him
but
play.
Bundesliga,
I've watched him so much.
I don't know. I just don't know. With the Bundesliga, it's very hit and miss. But he's got a good record for Wolfsburg. I think he had a really good campaign this season. We came back from lockdown, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
he got 20 last season in the lockdown one. It's when they were my adopted. You remember when the Bundesliga came back early?
Yeah,
Like,
and
else?
everyone started following it. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was like Kevin and Babu at right back, who used to be at Newcastle, bless him. But no, yeah, Weghorst got 20, and then they changed their manager in the summer, and he hasn't been as good this season. And 20 goals in the Bundesliga, you never know. I mean, Juan got none, and he's done all right, so maybe
Legend.
he's doing better than that.
Did you see
Legendary.
that? One of the
Thank you.
reasons why Weghorst has decided to go to Burnley because he's been one of these mad campaigners about the vaccine, and Burnley aren't. I don't think they vaccine check players, or it's not a mandatory thing to
Really?
reveal your vaccination status because there's apparently quite a few
Really?
clubs in for him, but they all wanted him to be
To be
double or
vaccinated.
triple vaccinated. So because Burnley don't require a player to do that, then that's apparently one of the reasons why he chose him, which is something you probably need to get built into FM, Dave, if you can.
We've got another dono in here. Yeah, Michael Bibb 449. I want another number. Tom Parker, you got a sensational tash on you, big man. The old golden black.
Hey!
Oh, come on. He's back again.
Number
Right, let's
5,
just
please,
hope-
man.
Five.
Number 5.
Let's
it
just
back
hope that he doesn't come up on no deal or no deal, because that would
It could be.
a tragedy.
It would be. Number 5.
Oh
Yeah.
man, the tension is killing me.
It's going to be Tom Rouse.
Tom Rouse.
It will be
can't
Tom
be.
Rouse. Right?
Johnson.
Oh!
Tell you what, we
Yeah,
are,
all right, then.
we are
big-
cooking on
Let's
gas.
go here. We are.
Soon.
Renato Sanchez might finally come to Wolves.
There we go. Chat,
mate.
look at that.
I never thought I'd ever see someone pay $4.49 to tell me that I've got a cracking tash. That is unbelievable. What a
Just
life!
looking-
What a
yeah,
life!
I
Just
normally
looking
play
at
them.
that comment there from Ben Nichols, you think that we actually bid? I'm just going to pop it up now. Bid
Yeah, I've got it.
for Marko Milanovic, 6'4" beast. Is he 18, 19?
Yeah, 18 years old. Yeah.
Supposed to be. There's a couple of
Go on.
Serbian fans, sorry to cut in, that commented on the news saying that he's apparently really decent. So,
We've just
Yeah.
been given
oh damn,
100 rubs.
One rub is about 5.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Chess them around. It's
100
been a
rubs. I
while.
think you're thinking about something else here,
What
Dave.
is the
That'll do.
Russian? Is that Russian ruble? That's it. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
converting 100 rubs. What's this?
100 rubs.
500
You
quid, I
only need
think,
about
Dave.
10, don't you?
Bloody
No,
hell.
it 100 rubs equates to 96p.
God.
He wants number
Class.
17 though, Matt. Let's go back.
Number
to
17. Oh,
Come on.
Number 17.
Come on,
100
dude.
rubs.
Ukrainian border.
I tell you what, I've been playing this in the day to make sure that it all works fine, and I've had some absolute stinkers to start with. But number 17
Roger Johnson, please.
for 100 rubs.
Come on. No!
Oh.
We wanted him in that
100 rubs.
I love how we all
You
went
know,
to
it's a
cheer
laugh or
and then
cry.
looked disappointed at the same time.
We wanted him until the end.
Brilliant. Oh,
We're
that's a
dancing
real
Dave
shame.
Unsworth. We'll
That is a
fight
real
to the
shame.
end.
It's the end of the stream now.
Also, stay safe, Matthew, as well. The Ukrainian-Russia border's a little bit
Yeah,
touchy. at
thanks,
the
Finn.
moment. In case you didn't know.
Tom, the banker
It's
is
getting
calling.
political. Oh,
Oh, sorry, I'll turn it off 1 sec. There we go.
Banker's calling.
tell him I've got a girlfriend.
Oh, hello.
This is for the transfer budget for next summer, Tom.
I reckon this is going to be
Not this again.
hefty.
Nah, 15 mil.
13.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's not too bad, you know.
You know what that is? He's bloody China telling him to stop investing in British.
that is half of a Renato Sanchez. So I'll
I'm
take
going.
that.
I'm sorry. I'm doing it on behalf of you, mate. As director of football, it's a no deal.
It's a no deal.
Get you in,
Yeah.
mate. You replacing Sellers?
Right. We had a
that
lanky
was a
striker
no.
once, Stefan Meyerhofer. Remember him? What a
Oh,
baller he
God.
was.
Baller.
Baller,
That
mate.
was a proper Mick McCarthy signing. That wasn't.
Yeah. Mm.
Do you remember Eggert Jonsson? What a waste of money he was.
I thought that was
I remember-
an anagram of Robert Johnson. I thought not Robert Johnson.
Who's Robert
his
Johnson?
Yeah.
What's his
Roger.
name?
Robert Johnson. Roger.
Dodgy Roger.
Roger. Come
I
on,
can't
me.
remember his name. Robert.
I remember. I
Not a Harry
remember the
Manson
debate
moment
was like the debate was something like because we'd signed Eggert Jonsson for about 500k, but Robbie Keane had gone to Villa on loan. I remember there's a debate on BBC WM about whether we should have saved the money on Eggert Jonsson and got Robbie Keane on loan because he scored the winner against us.
He scored twice, didn't he?
Yeah, he bagged a couple, mate.
Tim Nash is still waiting for him to come to Compton for his medical. Some big
yeah, I
transfer news
remember that.
today.
Oh my God.
Zelly Ishmael has just signed for Welsh Premier side Newtown.
Oh, what happened to
Ooh.
him, man? He was supposed to be
First
like,
£100 million player.
next- yeah, he was. He was
Going
tipped
to
to be the
Christmas.
first 100. Oh, there you
Anyway,
go.
let's get some more. Any more transfer news ongoing on Twitter at the
Aaron
moment?
Ramsey's just arrived at Rangers, so that one's officially.
Would you
Let's
have
go.
taken him, Finn?
Yeah, let's talk about that because I thought earlier that Rangers were paying most of his salary because that's what it was reported initially, and I was like, "Fuck me, they're going to go bust again."
I was going to say, there's no way. There's
But
no way.
Juventus are paying like most of his wages, so why
It's a great deal.
why
Yeah.
weren't we all over that? I mean, his injury record's atrocious, but if you're not paying for him,
Yeah, you might as well just get him in. We've got a decent enough medical team. Do you know what I mean? It can't be like any worse than Rangers, surely. What are you
So
giggling about, Dave?
we've had some atrocious. Like I've asked people to send us where they're watching. We've had some atrocious
Hey,
pictures
pull 'em
sent
up,
in
go
that I cannot broadcast on YouTube. Absolutely.
I'll see him on the timeline anyway. So.
Yeah, you
send
will.
send them in the chat. Not
There's
this one
some-
on ours, and I'll have a look.
Dave, are they
Some
tagging Talking Wolves or Dave as a? Are they tagging you?
Talking
Or...
Walls? Go on, Talking
Probably
Walls.
both.
There are some atrocious tweets out there.
I need to see some of these.
Do you think Fabio Silva will be better than 1920 Jimenez at any point in the future?
I'd argue he's there now.
Yeah, I would say 100%. That's why I wasn't too annoyed about John
Wait,
Sandin
what?
going on loan.
Wait, what are we laughing at here, mate? Are you laughing at the video?
I'm laughing at the
he's-
pictures going through Talking Wolves.
He's
Why have you
definitely,
two just said Fabio Silva is already as good as 1920 Jimenez? Or am I capping here?
I
don't
need
know.
to
You
check
can't
these.
put these on the
Check
screen, but if you just
I'm checking.
Oh.
I need to check these. How do you check tags?
People can just search at Talking Wolves as well if they want to see it because you can see.
God.
Anurag has said hello from New Zealand. Sace over Totti now he's out of AFCON. Yeah, Sace tranquility. These lot have lost their heads here, chat. I'm going solo here. They've all lost their
Yeah,
heads.
you talk to yourself. Dave.
Sorry.
New Zealand from New Zealand, Sace over Totti. Yes, I would say Sace is probably going to walk back in, but it's.
He had a
There you
good
go,
game
you got-
against Egypt. Saved a goal.
I didn't watch.
Great goal
Yeah, he
save.
did,
Pulled his
yeah.
hammy, didn't
from
he?
the big
Though
man.
is he injured or?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
pulled up a little bit after Salah assisted Trezeguet's goal. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But to be fair, even if they had gone on to win it, he would have been back for the Arsenal game, which is the main concern. So I'm not too concerned. I think in fairness, I did look at the squad because when Jordan went, it was a little bit like 3 centre mids. That's the issue of concern. But the squad in general, I think looks all right. I don't think it's like atrocious. So yeah, I think we do. I think we're doing okay. To be honest, this window's pretty much stuck to the formula, really, which is just not much. I mean, the biggest deal we've ever done on in January was Pedence, and that was a couple of years ago. Johnny loan to permanent was about 18 mil. That was another one of the biggest ones. So really, Pedence and Johnny's the only ones that have really been big ones. But I'm excited to see how Chiquinho does. It's been a disappointing window in the sense that when you realistically, we are in and around, the top 4 positions, really. We're only a few points off. So it's not out of the question. So it would have been nice for us to just add that little bit more just to try and push us over the line. But
Shiv said Matt's lost it. Shiv,
I
it's at your,
have.
it's at your
I
post.
put myself on.
yeah,
mute
I was
then for like 3
talking
minutes.
there and he was absolutely pissing himself. What's going on?
Yeah.
Good day from Australia, James Kettle. Trincao in or Trincao out? I am Trincao in. I think he's going to be a very good player. I can see why people get frustrated with him though and think he's crap. But I think there's a player in there. What do you reckon, Finn?
Yeah, I'm leaning in just towards it. He's gone again. How long do you want me to talk for so you can recover?
I shouldn't have said it.
He's just incredibly technically gifted, isn't he? I don't think anyone can argue that. And he is, I think I said at the start of the season, he'd never win a 50-50 the whole season. And he started to begin to be fair, up there in the nutmeg table as well, which is obviously very, very important. Him and Hwang up there. But no, I think it's looking, isn't it, like it's going to be a swap basically, but Trincao and Adama but actually swapped the money. I think Barca did it a few years ago, didn't they, where they swapped it one side of an FFP deadline and then
Was it Arthur?
yeah, it was
someone
proper
else? Pjanic.
Pjanic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. So it looks like he's coming in. I'm sort of accepted that fact, and I'm not too upset about it. But it's not like I haven't got that same excitement as when we like sort of signed him out of the blue at the start of the season. I thought he's a world beater, and maybe it'll take a season or two like Neto-esque. So I'm quite happy if he stays.
I think he suits the system better, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We always seem like a lot. I love watching the Dharma play. I'm probably never going to get to see him a Wall shirt again, which is a bit shit. But like, as much as I love watching him play, we seem so much more balanced with Trincao in the side. And we did when we got. So I don't know. Yeah, like when we have Trincao in the side, we like so much more balance. He retains possession a lot better. Sometimes can play it a little bit safe. But sometimes you need that. He hasn't got to be taking a man on every single time. Whereas Adama, he's going to try and do that.
I think my concern really would be it'd be a couple of things really, which is at the start of a window, obviously the question is, are you going to end up having a stronger team by the end of the window, which is basically what a good window is.
Glass half full, Tom Rouse as always. Yeah.
Carries hopeless.
Um,
One sec, Tom Parker, Tom Rouse. Whilst you're here, mate, I feel like because you are included in our deal or no deal game, would you like to pick a box?
Oh, go on.
Oh, hold on.
If he gets himself.
Oh, you ain't restarted, have you?
Oh, I think I might have restarted it.
Oh my god.
How have you managed that?
That sums up today's deadline day perfectly.
Hold on.
You
Technical error. There's a technical fault.
Yeah, big one.
But back in the game, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
I would have been gutted if that had actually gone back to the start. That would have been
I
horrendous.
thought I had them. I was just going to log off and get to bed.
He said Tom Rouse broke the internet, but he hasn't given us a number. Rouse, give us a number.
I'll preferably one that's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's better, current Fabio Silva or prime Messi? Tom Rouse has said number 4 for Dave Edwards.
What's going on there?
Happy to blue.
Oh, wait. That's gone in as your case. How's that work?
Oh, Matt.
What's going on here?
Cases?
Oh,
What is this sorcery?
Okay, what was our case? Number 9, no?
Number 1?
Yeah.
Number 9?
9. Right?
Gone?
Oh, okay.
Pick another number, Tom.
Oh, my word.
Oh, were we halfway? And it's
Have
given
we
us
lost
the-
someone or not? I don't know. Did I win? No, you
Rouse
haven't
has
won.
won the game.
Broken the game. I reckon
come
just
on,
go.
get another number.
Oh wait, somebody else has donated anyway. Whilst we wait for Tom, Spence A. How's it going, lads? What a disappointing window yet again. Thought I'd drop in a 5 and give my thoughts. Need a midfielder, a defender, and another striker. Donny van der Beek
Donny's gone.
Is it Everton anyway? Sound?
has gone. Spence, if you want to drop us in a number, let us know. But Van der Beek is gone.
Yeah.
Do you see us switching
Disappointing.
to a back 4 in the future, Liam Chandler? I believe possibly we should. I don't dislike the back 5 at the moment, though.
No, I'm the same.
No.
I think we're okay at the moment. I think the main thing is obviously like we've obviously come out of this window on paper, I think, weaker. I had a couple of people disagree with me, but I still think that the squad is weaker because we've got rid of Adama and brought Chiquinho in. And he's not proven. So, but in fairness, all he has to do is score 2 goals and he's bettered Adama's goal tally for the season. So it's entirely possible that we could end up with, on paper, a better squad. So yeah, and it's one of those really where just got to see what happens. Just got to see what happens.
He's not giving us a number, Matt. I reckon we just go. I'll chuck a number out there for you. Number 8. This is for Spence.
Ooh.
Woo.
No.
Yes,
Ladder.
come on.
We're racing.
Get in. Our local takeaway businesses are going into the gutter.
He said
as we
26.
speak.
Do we go another one?
Yeah, we'll go 26. Go on.
26.
Go
Tell you
26.
what,
Huang Yi Chan.
Spence.
Oh,
Wait, that's who we lost.
We've already had him. We've already had
we'll
Felix.
take that.
That's all right. Well
No,
done, Spence.
sweet.
Look
Oh,
at
dear.
that though. We got some big players
Fantastic.
still left.
Someone's been on the fiddle with these boxes.
3,
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
100 rubs, mate.
Oh, we lost someone though.
I feel like
13 players left in 10 boxes.
Oh my God. This is
Wow,
It's a big
that
window,
really
boys.
That is proper.
Get off the screen. Get
I
it
don't know
off.
if you guys agree with this, but I feel like our wingers now, because Adama's gone, I feel like we've got a similar issue in midfield and the wing, where I feel like our wingers, some of them are just a bit samey. I don't know whether there's because Adama was kind of that backup where he's so different to anything else that we've got. I feel like with him gone, I know Chiquinho could be that player, but I just feel like maybe we're also having maybe we've got players there that are a little bit too similar with Adama gone. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I think they all do different. I think they're all slightly different. I think
None of them are electric, are they? Pace like
I think Neto.
maybe
Yeah, I mean,
Neto,
no one's
yeah.
going to be as quick as
We're not the
quick as
quickest
Adama,
team.
but-
We're not the quickest
No.
team. So it's
No.
just I don't know.
Dale, big up for that. Do you think Bruno walks in the summer if no proper investment? Do you think we'll
Nah.
start declining if no investment and lose the stars?
We are on a slippery slope if it continues the way it is. To be fair, like if we have this window again, see you later, Rose, top soldier. If we have a similar window in the summer, then I think it will be the start of like a bit of a sticky patch. To be honest, that's
the
my
thing is,
only
like-
concern is thinking forward. At the moment, we're okay, but thinking forward, I'm slightly concerned. But
Dale, Big Lewis or Louis, do we have enough squad depth for the Europa? I'd say no at the moment.
Nope. Nah,
We ain't got
definitely
enough
not.
squad depth for go well in the FA Cup at the minute. Never mind Europa.
And
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that.
S Wade just dropping the $4.99 dono, absolute goat. So
tell
we've
you
got
what,
Big money.
I tell you
Go on.
what, let's try and get this game out of the way.
yeah,
We've only got a few
restart
boxes
again.
left. And then
Dale Lewis or Louis, sorry, I don't know how I'm pronouncing it. S Wade, if you want to drop some numbers in the chat.
Let's
for
get these
the,
boxes
deal or no
going,
deal.
shall we,
Let's get these
chaps?
boxes
because
open. and see.
I've got a feeling that this game was reset, but we will wheel it up and go again. So I'm going to pick number 20 because I reckon we're going to get there's not enough boxes for players.
Oh
So-
yeah, I reckon.
Well, that's
it's gone.
when's it going to end, Robbie?
I've got nothing left.
S Wade said number 10. I mean, it's gone. Let's go number 12. It's the closest one.
Cool.
S Wade, just for you.
Oh.
Mark Rhodes again. He can't
Oh,
come
it's
back out.
reset. It's bloody reset.
When is it going to
Matt-
end, Robbie?
Matt's
gonna
clicking a
win,
gap.
Hey, Tom
where
Rouse
there's-
is back as well. Didn't Tom Rouse go earlier?
Nah, Rouse hasn't gone.
No. He's been here since day one.
Dale
mate.
said 23
He opens that box so much.
and 22 after this.
If this is Ronaldo, it's just a shame.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
God,
that's
no!
just killer.
Talking to
Just
Sven
top
Botman, literally look at that. So Fabrizio Romano 50 seconds ago.
Next
Spoke
summer.
about it.
Ooh, here we go, boys. Cooking on gas.
the banker's
Sorry.
calling.
One sec. Go on, banker.
Is that Sven Botman? Where's the Botman money, Jeff?
Hello, is that West Ham?
I have VAR.
Oh,
No,
hey, that would get you
no,
one
that was
Chiquinho.
silly.
That's
Where's the
terrible.
13 gone? On the-
Oh, wait, this game's muddied. Click no deal.
Okay, should we just carry on? Should we just get him out
Yeah,
of the way?
This is
Dale said
horrendous.
23. Lewis said 22. So 22, please.
Here we
Let's
go,
not take any
fellas.
more donations for this game because it might be null and void. Pahinha,
Oh my God, we're gonna end up with Tom Rouse.
Finn, pick us a number, mate.
7. It's going to be Ronaldo. 2.
No,
Sue!
Sue! Yes,
Ooh.
come on. Get
He's already
out,
gone.
Dele Alli.
Dave,
Oh.
number.
15, just how I like it.
How'd you like it? How'd you
Sorry.
like it?
I was on about.
Well, hang on, Dave.
let's go.
Come on,
Let's
you
look on the phone.
Can't be saying that, mate. Bloody hell.
Well, I didn't say you like just insinuated in a ridiculous way.
Tom, number.
19, just how I like it.
Okay, number 3 then.
No.
We've already had
Oh,
Ramsey.
you know what? We're on for Chris here. We're on for Ronaldo.
There's more players
Just
and
click 'em all.
boxes. So I reckon Judah Rouse and Roger Johnson are all in lot number 14.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a party. That.
That is Finn.
19, I think.
We're gonna have to reload this game. We'll go again. That's fine, but we'll.
Oh,
Roger Johnson.
Roger.
CR7 football heaven. Let's go.
This has got to be a big offer.
7 million.
What is Jeff going to offer you?
12.5.
2.5 million.
9.3 million.
9 on a loan.
You've got to think,
No.
They've got to sort out the suite in the Billy Wright.
This is very, very apt. This is very apt. What's happening with the Billy Wright as well? They're just going to close it for like 2 years or something.
2 years.
I think they turned it into a bingo.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Tom, pick a box, please.
They're going to turn it into an esports booth. 14, please.
14.
This better not be Ronaldo.
Darwin.
Darwin.
Oh, Darwin Nunes, big 50 million.
We've got
Bid.
2 boxes left, but there's quite a few players.
Yeah,
So this
4
could be-
people left. 6,
How's
sorry,
this
not
worked?
4.
It says pick 3K. It's gone.
Well, we'll just choose 2 and see what happens, I suppose.
Which we've already had.
Oh, we lost him already,
well,
innit?
This is what he's going
Matt,
on
try
here.
clicking in like gaps where the cases would have been. If it's just no pick. Is
Just
there no,
spam
like-
the screen.
No,
I
it
suppose
Yeah,
we're
Lord.
never
Oh, the game's
we're
broken.
never gonna know. However,
Oh,
Put it on a
man.
We could go again. And talking of going again, Stephen 449. The only reason I'm not more annoyed at our subdued transfer period is the fact that Arsenal
Yeah.
and West Ham haven't done much either. Same as Manchester United as well.
Man United
good
as well,
point.
yeah.
In
Yeah,
quiet windows.
I said that earlier. That's probably the main positive from this window, really, is the fact that the squads have pretty much stayed the same. I mean, Tottenham have got a couple of players in, Kulusevski and Bentancur, but I don't think this might come back to bite us, but I don't think that's like it's not like a marquee signing. So,
who's Mark?
well,
It's Mark
Rhodes,
Rhodes, mate, not Mark.
Mark Rhodes, Mark Rhodes. So yeah, I still think we're actually okay in that regard because I don't think the teams around us have strengthened. Arsenal have got weaker, if anything, because Aubameyang's going as well.
You can tell this game's unrealistic because it means we're signing 6 players.
Lol.
Am I right?
Banter.
Stephen, yeah,
pick a
drop
box,
us
and this is the box that we choose to take
Yeah, come
right
on.
to the final.
Go on, Stephen. Give us a big number, boss.
Pick a number.
Let us see your box.
Nose Vista.
We've got another guest waiting in the wings. You know what? The best thing about this new game is? There's still a
What?
chance we can take Dazzling Dave home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great shout. That is a great shout.
So, I mean, you won't mind taking Mark Rhodes home. He's a good-looking lad. Tom Rouse is a nice bloke, but then there's still some good players left there. So, Matt, am I
We
using the
were on
spectrum?
for Ronaldo last game. Anyway, are we gonna go on a good cut run? Richard Harris says it's the 4th round on
so.
Saturday.
Yeah, man.
That
That defensive record is going to do us bits. I'm telling you.
Stephen, we still need a number, mate. Number 9. There we go.
Well,
Tom,
there
I'll
are
let you-
others.
I'll let you witness this. Tom, pick a number before we go, mate.
I am going to go for number 10. Come on.
Oh, what a start!
Set
Let's
that,
go.
set that.
Come on.
If
What a way
I had
to
a little
end it.
help from my friends.
Friends, I guess.
What a way to end. What's
Thomas?
been a fantastic evening.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on again, and I'm sure to
worries.
see you very, very soon.
Absolutely. All the games
See
are
you,
on a
Tom.
Sunday this month, so get ready.
Happy days.
See you later, mate.
See you, Tom.
Tom Parker, there, friend of the pod.
Mate, these comments and these tweets are getting ridiculous. People are clipping up things. So I've got to be careful what we're saying here. Like my comment just then is.
This is the danger, isn't it? That, like, you say something on live that can be really innocent, but it could end up losing you your job, your missus, everything.
Yeah.
But
Are
we
we,
should
go
get
on.
another guest in.
Yeah, let's do it. You
Let's
grab
get
me.
him in. It's Talking Wolves long-term contributor, long-term sufferer, Kieran Barker. How are you, mate?
Evening, how are we?
Good,
All
mate.
good, Kieran.
good.
All good.
Right,
Good.
right. The transfer window, then, mate. Talk us about it. Are you happy with the business?
In terms of expectation, I think it's pretty much what we expected. And I wouldn't say we're all happy with it, but when we asked for communication, we asked for honesty, and Scott Sellers said at the start of the window, don't expect much. So I don't think we've been let down in that front. I'd have loved a midfielder to come in. I think we all would. But Traore went, we all expected that to happen, and we're all glad it was Barcelona and not Spurs. Yeah, I think if a midfielder had come in, a good quality midfielder, we all wanted Sanchez, but someone of that ilk, it'd have been a good window. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you bang on there, mate. Do you fancy picking a box, mate?
Let's pick a box.
Pick a box, mate. So, just to if you are joining the stream and you've not been familiar with this, we already have played a game of Deal or No Deal and ended up with fucking nobody. So this is our Wolves transfer deadline day, Deal or No Deal. As you see, less desirable prizes on the left, most desirable prizes on the right. The banker will make us an offer, which is how much Uncle Jeff is going to give us to spend in the summer. But
wait. There's a signing. There's a new signing. It's breaking news that Louis Molden has joined Ebbsfleet United.
Right,
yeah, Louis Molden, Wolves goalkeeper, pretty much ever present on the bench this season, has just joined Ebbsfleet United on loan until the end of the season.
Kieran, what's your instant reaction to that, mate? Are you happy?
It's massive. Just what we wanted. Just as I come on a Talking Wolves exclusive there, Louis Molden. Exactly what.
Come back on again. We might let another player go. Kieran, pick a box, mate.
Let's go with 7.
7.
Yay!
Get in.
We're absolutely flying. Lovely stuff. Cool.
We've got Botman quote, lots of Botman quotes here. He's not talking about Wolves, sadly.
I think he likes the sound of the Newcastle project.
Yeah, he's twerking for Newcastle. Everyone says about Newcastle, it's all about money, but it's a very nice project. If you look at Man City and PSG, I think it would be very nice to be part of that. But of course, Milan is a beautiful club. He's keeping his options open, isn't he?
How would you feel, right, Kieran, if that was Max Kilman talking in the press? Say he'd been linked with AC, Inter Milan, and Newcastle, and he was coming out and saying that. How would you feel?
I went privately. Like if he felt like that privately, he couldn't argue with it. But he shouldn't be. If you're contracted to a club, then I don't think you got a right to go and say that in the press. I remember back 2 summers ago on one of the podcasts, you were on about him and his dad going on about, he'd love to play for Real Madrid, this, that, and the other. You know, and even when it's that level, it might not be the player himself, but it's not right, really.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think he's not saying I want to leave, but it's just like just keep your mouth shut. Like obviously Newcastle are interested in you. He might be forcing a move, but he's not. They're not going to sell him now, so just button up and get on with it. But by all accounts, he's not on a lot of money at all at Lille. I think he's only on like 15 grand a week. Because I remember that a podcast I listened to, they said they was going to times his salary by 10 to go to Newcastle. So that's why he thinks it's an attractive proposition. But can you blame him? Can you blame him at all? Is that right about Sondergaard going elsewhere as well?
I was going to say, stop the press.
Yeah.
Sondergaard to Hereford.
Sondergaard is gone. Bloody hell.
Where is it? I've missed this one.
On the Wolves website.
So who's
Louis
the
Molden
23 goalie?
Yes. Andreas Sondergaard has gone to Hereford.
Wow.
That is a massive move. Kieran, instant reaction to that, please, mate.
Hereford style of play,
I'm just gutted I've come on. We've sold 2 players. Neither of them gone to Grasshoppers. So.
Who's going to be the 23's goalkeeper now?
I can give it a go.
Jamie Partington.
Probably.
Yeah, Kieran, have you seen a lot of Hereford this season? Do you think Sondergaard suits their style of play?
No. I think he fit right in that level. That's his level. There we go. I'd like to see him at higher level personally because he's been talked up quite well.
Dreadful levels.
Yeah. I thought Sondergaard would be playing at a high level by now.
Yeah, it's weird though, like how Louis Molden's been involved with the first team. He's kind of come out of nowhere, whereas Sondergaard's been there for quite a while, quite highly thought of by all accounts. So it's strange how Molden's been involved. At least now it means that we might not have 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Always a positive, isn't it? But then we might not have any outfield players. Someone like scribbled out the substitutes from the Brentford game for players who had left,
In that, yeah.
it did not look very good at all. I think the Norwich the game against Norwich, the bench is going to be a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe made a bit stronger from the fact that some of those players will be rested from the first team. But it's it's an odd move that for Sondergaard, but at least he's going to go out and get some minutes. So, God, some of the pictures that have been sent in, man. Oh God, we can't be sharing those.
I think that both of those are strange levels. Like Louis Molden joins Ebbsfleet, which is like Conference North, South. Where are Hereford United on Football League either, are they?
Nah.
Hereford United and Conference North, South as well. That is a ridiculously low level for them.
Sarkic has been on loan at Blues, but he's out for the rest of the season. So
he's been doing well as well.
Yeah, he had a bit of a shaky start, didn't he? But I know Blues fans, similar to with Sanderson, raved about him, and they were obviously gutted he was injured and pissed off that Sanderson was recalled. But Sanderson came on as well the other night for QPR, so don't think he's been starting.
We've got Josh Holden. He's just confirmed that he's seen Ronaldo in Asda.
Love that. Josh, pick a number, mate, from what we've got.
It is Asda in Manchester, though. So
Within sure.
Pick a number, Josh. We can get the deal or no deal rocking and rolling again. I just don't understand that level at all.
Dave, you seem a little bit upset about it.
They're rushed loan signings for me. I think, no disrespect to Hereford or Ebbsfleet, under 23 football is a better standard than that. 26, Josh Holden.
Hang on. Permanent deal.
Oh.
Young Spanish forward Eric Bogartin has moved to Elche.
Eric Bougarin has gone to Elche. He used to follow us on Instagram. He used to.
Sad to see you go, Eric.
Oh, he was gash, man.
Kieran, instant reaction to that massive move.
Eric Bougarin has gone to Elche on loan on a permanent deal.
Some of these clubs, where's Matt Jackson when you need him, our player marketing manager?
I gave him praise for the Dion Sanderson Rod all. If you type in Eric Bougarin on Google Images and go large, the first image that comes up is our picture from when we signed him when he was 16. There you go.
So we've essentially made that move for him. So
yeah,
if we can get Eric to come on and pick a box, that'd be great.
Yeah. Josh picked a number actually.
26.
Josh picked 26. Yeah.
Here we go. Happy to blue. Nathan Judah.
Oh, Judah.
Come on. Judah. Look at that. We're flying. We're absolutely flying.
Oh yeah.
Love that. So
great stuff.
Yeah, it's God, so these comments. Where's the Bougarin money, Jeff? That's what we want to know. Does it sound
the wage bill in the last 10 minutes?
I know. Kieran, have you put like an embargo on, like the news coming out until you come on the pod on the live stream? Since you've come on, like it's all to come out.
Yeah, it was all on the media. They're all exclusives as well. I've just been feeding them to Dave, and he's just been reading them out.
Oh dearie me! I think we should pick another box. So I'm going to hand it over to Finn.
19 was good last time. We'll go 19 again.
19 again. You sure?
17 again. Zac Efron. Yeah, 19 again.
17. Oh. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. It's just
realistic.
Yeah. Well, he's gone to Rangers, so it's. I'm glad he's out of the reckoning. Dave, pick a box, mate, and then we'll leave the last one for a
number 21, please.
Number 21. Oh, Saletta Sarr was meant to have gone to West Ham this window, but they've not signed anyone. Their fans are are annoyed, aren't they, with their transfer business? Because they'd like bid 50 million for Rafinha and bid 50 million for Calvin Phillips, knowing full well that Leeds would never get rid of him in January. I think that's similar to Renato Sanchez interest, to be fair.
Yeah, and it's similar to that sort of like, oh, what could have been if we sort of push on from here. It's similar. And a lot of the teams around our area haven't done much, though, have they? It's weird.
Hold on. News. Wolves hold an interest in Dave Hamza Chowdhury. Are you happy with that?
Nah, surely not.
You're on
Oh,
mute.
sorry, I was on mute. I just said you were chatting shit. You've got to be joking.
Surely.
You been legit here or what?
No, of course I'm not, mate.
Oh, I was going
He's
to say,
waiting for him.
imagine if he called it.
Yeah, imagine. I don't mind Chowdhury. You don't
I
like
do.
him, do you,
Looks-
Dave?
Looks like a virtual pro.
Yeah, but he'd do a job. If you got one word to describe Hamza Chowdhury, Dave, what would it be?
Afro. Oh, I know what word you're on about. Gash. There you go. The clacks past the watershed.
Gash bomb.
Yeah,
Is
there
it
you go.
time to time to post the Thomas Frank clock ticking? Yeah.
I've got that saved actually. Yeah, look, this is what I mean. Quad returns knows. How has Sondergaard gone from the Danish First Division to the National League? Probably
Yeah.
similar standard. I'm joking. That's what I mean. The 23s has got to be a better standard than that. I don't know who's
How many teams need a keeper halfway through the season though to come in? Like,
Yeah,
maybe
true.
teams
know
further
who the
down the list.
sub-goalie is, man.
They're going to play though, aren't they? And that's the most important thing. I get you why you think that, Dave, but to get minutes,
Jamie
isn't it?
Partington. What
Yeah.
a moment for him.
Yeah, remember
He's
the
had a
name.
good season there. Are we going to see Christian Marquez go out on loan?
Meant to be going to an EFL club by the end of the day, wasn't he? But I'm not sure.
No, that was from a fake account. Unless that was what Spears had said. But there's a guy that I know that runs a fake account, and he said he was going to Oxford on loan, and all these like pages that jumped on it. A reliable journalist, Ricardo Cardoso, has said that Christian Marquez is coming to Oxford United on loan. Oh, Christ. Cheers, Liam. Appreciate that. There you go. As someone who watches National League, the standards and shit just bang average with one or two. Do you think it's a good level for those two, though, Bib? Surely expecting those two to be playing at a higher level.
Did you see that guy in the National League that's rejected Tottenham?
Yeah,
I saw that. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His demands were like ridiculous. Apparently, he wanted like a lot of money.
Imagine.
He believes in himself. Plus the fact that he took the piss out of Harry Kane's speech impediment as well, didn't he, on Twitter like last year?
Oh, dear.
So, do you remember when that fella came over? The Spurs fan came over from like New York, and the game got cancelled. And
Yeah.
he said Harry Kane was like, "I'll put you in the box," and then someone had like quote tweeted a tweet about him like taking the piss
Yeah,
out of
God.
Kane, saying he's a scumbag. Oh, be careful what you tweet. Sam Beacon, Talking Wolves contributor, I want to cry. Is that in relation to deadline day, or is something else bothering you, Sam?
It's because we just lost Nathan Judah in the Deal or No Deal, I think.
No, I think it's because Sondergaard's gone to Hereford, mate. I think that's what it is. When's he going to win, Robbie?
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
He's
He
really
just-
rattled
I
you on
suppose
the
that
day.
level had improved him physically. That might not be a good level of football, but physically it'd be good for him.
To be
Big
fair,
black
yeah,
eyes.
straight, yeah.
He'll learn, but in that league, I mean, it's maybe me being very archaic, but are they going to be playing out from the back? Are they going to be playing with a back five, or is it just going to be lump it? You're going to get shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, you're going to play football, are you? You ain't going to be
That's
a
what I
ball
mean,
playing
it's like-
goalkeeper.
Is the quality of experience warranting being sent out on loan? But then obviously you can only play one keeper in the 23s. So
It's a rushed. They're both rushed loan deals, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Strange.
To be
strange.
fair, I
Can
think
we-
there'll be. I think there'll be good practice for when we're having our Europa Conference League qualifiers next summer. They'll be about the same level. So.
yeah. Like, a lot of people like are fans of other clubs are like, I'd hate to be in that Conference League. I couldn't think of
Oh,
anything
that's
better.
lovely.
No, I'll
So
be glad.
good.
Like far corners of Europe, cheap points. European football, you've got a very good chance of winning it. You've got a very good chance of getting far until you'll end up meeting someone like a Lazio or Napoli or someone who I'd probably, I'd bet on us to beat in a knockout competition. And then you obviously get the lure of being entered into the Europa League next season. So,
To be honest, clearing the wage bill, I don't think Louis Molden's $2,000 a week and Andreas Sondergaard's $2,000 a week is going to be worrying Jeff Shea, if I'm honest. And plus, if they're going on loan to a non-league north-south side, I highly doubt they're paying the wage. How much is the Boogarin deal? Probably free of charge. I'd assume his contract was up at the end of the season.
would you take Dembele?
Oh,
on a
sorry.
swap?
Yeah, I flagged that one up today. Go on.
Would you take Dembele on a swap for Traore plus 20 million?
Just cropped in all the time.
It's not. It's
Well,
not
it's
even
his
that, mate.
wage, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mm.
he would never
Yeah.
come to Wolves, and they're not going to pay us 20 million to take Dembele. So, unfortunately,
So what's our bench going to be like now? So we've got Sarr and obviously Ruddy. They're our only two goalkeepers now. So Sarr and Ruddy.
So can we get up the Brentford bench and we can just cross them off? Can we get up on
There's
the
none
screen?
left.
No, yeah. So Sarr, Ruddy's one. Keanu Hoover's your second sub. Let's say Marcel is your third. See, Mosquera look like he ain't far away. That would be your fourth. Willy Bolly should be back soon. 5. Johnny 6.
Neto.
Totti Gomez, if you're saying say starts.
Yeah.
Dendonka, Kundal. I mean, this is saying like everyone. This is your whole squad
Yeah,
fit.
straight
Neto's
back.
going to be back,
I don't think Bolly will play again for the rest of the season. I really can't see it happening.
but you know,
Chiquinho.
with
I don't think he'll play again
everyone
for
back
us.
soon, you know, the squad's looking tidy in it.
I
Well,
get
if
why
the next
like,
couple of weeks.
when you make it about when you say it like that, you think like, well, why are we moaning? But like, you want someone, you want freshness, don't you? You want a bit of excitement. You want something different. Like we've all seen these players play before. Some are better than others. I think that's what we crave. We want that freshness within the squad. Just someone, you know, that a little bit unknown, so we can get excited about. Because I'm not really that excited about Willy Bolly coming back. Neto, yes. Johnny, good player, but you know he's not gonna crack fireworks, is he? Neto's the only one I'm really looking forward to coming back. Thinking this bloke could really, really like change the course of the season on his own. So, Hwang as well. Hwang coming back.
Yeah, there's loads. The bench will look all right, but obviously that's like I said, that's depending on everyone. You know, you got a full fresh squad, which very rarely happen. Someone asked about Otasawi earlier.
Yeah.
I saw he was linked with. It was obviously Sheffield Wednesday he was linked to, but it was somebody else. I think it was AEK Athens on loan as well. So I don't know what's going on with him at the moment.
He was never playing in the Champions League whenever I was watching Bruges, like against City or PSG.
I think he barely played in the league.
According to like reports, he's just really struggled to settle out there. Just hasn't got going. Were you a little bit pissed off when he went, Kieran? Otasawi?
No, not really. I thought it was probably the right time, and I think we got a few million quid from him, didn't we? I don't think he wanted to be here, and deal was there to do so. No, not really. I don't think he was gonna. He'd have been a bit part bench player at best, if not on the fringes of even making the bench. So I think that was a good deal at the time.
How's Rafa Mir getting on at Sevilla?
I think he scored a few goals. You know, he scored in the
Doing well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Because how much did we sell him for? Was it 14 million?
Amount for him, man.
He's got 6 goals in
like
La Liga and
6
1
in 20,
in the
which ain't
Champions
bad
League.
return.
7 in 26.
9 goals in all competitions. A goal every 209 minutes, which is a goal just over a goal every 2 games, which ain't a bad return, really.
Daniel Leva, if you could only have one or the other, Neto or Adama, Neto.
Fully fit Neto, yeah.
Neto. I love Adama. He's probably one of my favourite Wolves players ever. But Neto he's just different driver. Just so much more of such an intelligent player too. So I think a lot of people in the comments are saying that. I don't know about you, chaps, but I fancy it in a box.
Go on. One more, and then we've got the deal, and then we can get our next
what's going on, Robbie?
Can't you undo it? We've lost it again, then.
Mate. Gone. It's because when I share the screen, it like kicks me out.
Just sad day.
What's the point?
It's sad. I'll try and.
You want to share it? You want to send it me, and because I can put it on my other monitor.
I'll try and get it back.
Right, we took out the loan secured against the Jota money. We're just getting it to keep it in Jeff's pocket anyway. I think that's more for
Stop saving shit.
Matt's a lot more clued up than me on all the financial side of things, but
What's the question?
we took the loan out secured against the Jota money, and we're just keeping it in Jeff's pocket.
They didn't. I don't think they took the money out. I think they essentially borrowed against it. So they're not. It's basically saying if we overspend, this is where the money. This is where you can take the money from. It's almost like they secured an asset and said. Same with the television rights. They've not actually. They borrowed against it. They've not said to the bank, "We want 90 million off you." It's just that. There's 90 million there. Should we lose money, kind of thing? It's not. They've not actually put. It's not gone from the bank account into ours. So that's
Tim
basically.
Spears tweet everyone.
Oh,
What's everyone up to?
Oh, Tim Spears.
Everyone go and tweet him and tell him.
Yeah, everyone replied to Tim Spears saying watching Talking Walls live stream.
Get Tim Spears to comment, and he can pick a box. Get Tim Spears to pick a box. We've lost a few there on the way, but we're back.
Have you got it back? Is it working?
Yeah, we lost
the right numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What's the case? 12? I thought it was 9.
Yeah, everything's been shifted around, mate.
Oh.
But tell Spears to come in and he can pick a box.
Shout out Joey. Shout out Chris. All under Tim's tweet.
Yeah,
propaganda.
Yeah,
Tim's too busy writing his big long article about all the players we pretended to sign today just to make it look like we did something.
Yeah,
Josh,
I mean, we've got 20
well.
boxes and 21 players, but obviously one of those players will be our box, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we're Gucci.
If you can all tweet Tim Spears and the link to this and say pick a box, see if he comes in. Does he? I reckon he will.
If he comes on, everyone's tweeted him. Jump on Talking Walls Deadline Day stream, Tim. Deadline Day, Tim, pick a box. Pick a box of Talking Walls. I don't know if he likes it. You know, he's never liked any of our tweets or retweeted.
Nah,
he's never mentioned it, has he?
Nah. To be fair, they tried to get us to share their podcast before, Matt, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They said, "Can you share our podcast?" And I was like, "We've got one of our own, so it doesn't really make sense."
Learn
they don't do that anymore. They have the money.
Pick a box, Tim.
Well, we'll pick one because he could take ages, and we're not sitting here.
Yeah. So
number 7.
Number 7. Just keep it on the screen, mate. I reckon. Because
okay.
Thomas Franco.
Yes, come on. I think I can just make it. Can I make it? Oh, the bank is calling.
The bank is calling.
Can't I make it smaller? No, not just me. What's going on there? What's this? No, okay, we're not doing this. There we go. It's back on. What's he offering us?
$5.4 million. What we reckon? No deal.
No,
of course.
Nah. 22. Tim Spears. Box 22.
Has he won it?
Yeah, 22.
22 for Tim
Where's
Spears.
he said that?
He's replied to somebody saying
to Dexter.
22, mate. Come on,
22.
22 for Tim Spears. If this is Ronaldo now, we go ham.
Someone
I reckon it's going to be dazzling.
If you should, or Judah,
Spears, 22.
Judah would be class.
Oh, Aaron.
It's decent. Judah, we've had Spears Rugglers. Who did the Tim Spears video? Is that video of me? Tim Spears. Oh,
should we tweet? Can someone tweet Nathan Judah asking him to pick a box?
Hang on.
Because he is involved. Or send him a link and he can come on.
We got him DMs. I got to DM him.
Yeah, hang on.
Judah would come on. He'd put. Anyway, Spears just told a fan to stick the kettle on. Bored out of his mind. It's a shame. Oh, we got Fabio Carvalho to Liverpool. Agreed.
That's a great move.
How much?
10 million euros.
Yeah.
People are saying, why aren't we all over that? I was like, because it's Liverpool coming in. That's why. He's obviously wants to go there. Has anyone tweeted Judah to get him to pick a
Yeah,
number?
we've just DM'd him. We'll see what's said.
Judah says 17.
Oh, that was a
17.
quick reply.
Does he know? Does he know what he's picking? Does he know what he's actually doing?
Yeah. We've sent him
Does he?
17. Nathan, it'd be good if he picks himself here.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Right, I'll give it a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, just in case he's coming to watch it. So
He'll come on.
He could go back.
yeah, Nathan, if you are watching, make sure you tweet us and let us know.
All you boys at the FA Cup game this weekend, are we all going?
I am.
Yes,
See.
in, Kieran.
I am.
Yep. I'll be
On the
there.
North Bank, Finn.
Nathan
Link up.
Judah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. NL.
Ricky
Oh.
Ricky! Boys, this is
Ricky?
a good starter. Ricky!
We need to get Judah on because I listened to their latest podcast and he said they were officially the most listened to Wolves podcast.
Debatable.
We
And
need numbers.
not happy about that.
I wonder what
Is
numbers
he,
they get.
is he listening?
To be fair, they're on some big platforms, aren't it?
Superb
Oh,
setup, Judah says.
Cheers, Judah.
Thanks, Judah, mate. Right, who's next? Liam Keane.
I've just sent
Anyone
Liam a
got
message
contact?
to even get him. I've just done it.
I think I'm in NL2 or NL3. I haven't sorted my
He's in the
tickets,
lounge.
so- Yeah. Where are you sat?
Dave,
I'm
what
in
are you
I'm in
doing
the-
over there anyway, Dave?
What, North Bank? For the
Yeah.
for the cup games, I switch it up,
A
man.
bit about
Fancy something different. I don't
I'll come and see you,
dislike the
Dave.
North Bank. Yeah, link up.
I did
Oh.
it for the Sheffield United game, and other than the deer on draft, I won't do it again.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. Respect
Talking
metal.
Wolves is way better. Respect.
I think
That's Luke Bennett.
Express
I
the
had
Star
nothing
one
back
is a very
from
much more professional podcast.
But they wouldn't do deal or no deal like this, so
Yeah, exactly.
but
NL1.
their careers are kind of riding on it as on. Well,
Yes,
whatever, anyway.
Michael. Didn't fancy the Billy Wright? Nah. It's expensive, isn't it now? The Billy Wright stand.
Yeah,
Expensive.
and I don't think it's I don't think it's any better
I
really.
think on ML Michael Bibb. It's going to be a Talking Walls link up. Get Luke Bennett in. He's not feeling very well. Owen, we tried to get
Finn.
him on.
Sort it out, mate.
Hello.
Just get him on for like a minute.
I've
Who?
got a number from Liam. Liam wants 15.
Is he watching? Do you know?
No,
I don't know. I sent him a picture of it, and he said he wants 15.
Oh, Liam Keane's actually an avid watcher. I know he's a big Football Manager stream fan. He's probably watching right now. Liam, if you are,
Liam
number
Keane,
15.
picking number 15. Who's it going to be? Pahina.
Oh,
Liam.
Balinya.
I'm
We've
hearing
got
nothing in that.
£1 dono from Dexter Miles as well. Dexter, what number do you want? Liam Keane, the Villa fan? Surely not.
You
Oh,
know
no,
what,
yeah, they're
though?
winding him up recently.
Yeah, but
he's been having that. He's been having that for months.
even if
Yeah.
he's a Villa fan who's asked,
I mean, I don't
Is
think
he-
he
is
is.
he-
I don't- Nah.
Is he a Villa fan or not? Oh, okay.
Dexter, you've got to give us a number, mate.
It's a wind up. Okay. Time to announce Benica Phobie. 21. What's 9 plus 10?
You
21.
stupid.
No. Go on.
Yeah!
Oh!
Gutted.
It's all right. Come on. We go again.
What is the
Come on.
point?
He's got to go, blood.
That's
Absolute
a
shocker.
sad one.
That's
Time
really.
for the Bib impersonation. Need some entertainment.
These at his born transfer deadline day, the vinyl revival. We had Bib on earlier. We haven't had Jason Guy on though. That's a shout, actually. Could we get Jason Guy on to pick a number?
I can WhatsApp.
Yeah, I reckon.
He can come on and pick a number. But I did bump into Jason at Old Trafford, and he asked me to do the impression. But he's absolutely massive, and I shit myself. So I decided against it. But he's for me now. I think that. He does I did feel bad about it last time I did the impression. But he took it in good spirits. To be fair to him, he's a really nice chap.
Scott Sellers out. Reece Thomas drops to 179.
Oh, there it is.
Thoughts?
I mean,
He goes to Koblet.
yeah, I think so. If you're going to bring, but the thing is though, I think that role is just for a yes man.
I think all four of those general
Yeah.
manager roles are yes men. They're not. You look at them; they're not senior managers. They're just operators who work under Jeff. They're not. They're not decision makers. You can tell by looking at them.
Need a number, Reese, as well.
Need a number.
Joe
We'll let-
Devine impersonation. That's
Who's
random.
Joe Devine?
He's the head guy at Tifo. He's got the really like soothing
Yeah.
Oh,
voice.
they're really serious.
Oh, yeah.
I wish
I
I had
need
a
to
voice
work
like
on it.
that.
I mean, I've not got. I mean, I can do a good Jason guy. The Michael Bibb one is pretty. Like I am the same person, but Reese 19,
Reese. Come on, Reese boy.
and then Key. You can decide whether we take the offer or we carry on before we get another guest in. Talisca, it's not
Ooh.
happening.
Oh.
It's never
Look
going
on
to
the
happen.
plane still.
Never happening.
Okay, Kieran, here you go.
11.7 million.
That's one of our highest
Oh.
offers yet.
It is. Do you reckon?
Paul Gladden's still there, so we'll go no deal.
No deal.
Ooh.
No deal. Kieran, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you for coming on. Where can people find you should they wish?
At C1104 Barker on Twitter, all things Wolves and any Talking Wolves related content will be on there.
Thank you very much, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Yeah,
All right,
brother.
mate. It's all right. You ready for the next guest?
Let's bring him in.
So ready.
Joey, how you doing, mate?
Where's the Eric Bugerin money, Jack? Where is it? I'm good, thanks. How's everyone doing?
I'm
Oh,
all
he's
right,
been
thank you,
working
mate.
himself up to shout that, and he's like, "Do I do it? Do I do it?"
How do I pronounce it? Yeah.
I've been sitting in the wings for 5 minutes. Do I do it?
Best
Oh.
Desi Wolves, Parkfield Central or Builders Arms. I've not been to either, but they're the ones that come up the most on Matt Cooper Bites, so probably one of those. Chernobyl Wolves countdown.
Joey, pick a number.
Pick a
Pick
number, mate. Yeah.
11.
11.
Judas
That's
said he's
fine,
going to
mate.
come on. Judas
Is
said
it?
he'll
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I'll send in the link.
Deli Allen.
Deli.
Ali Ali, get in there.
You happy with that?
I love that.
If
Get him
you
out of there. Don't want him.
if all those are yellow still, who out of those players would you like to have at Wolves most, Joey?
Sorry, I flagged up that comment.
Well, you can violate in the
No
chat. sorry.
need.
Out of all these players, who would I? Well, João Felix. If
Really?
you want like a realistic answer, probably Rafael Leao would be nice.
But
Yeah.
Ooh, Leao.
Dazzling Dave's in there.
Yeah, no, Dazzling Dave's gone.
No, but I mean, if they were all
If they're all yellow,
if they were
Oh,
all
if they were
yellow,
all- well, I think Dazzling Dave would do a job, but I also think let's get Talisca in to fix the prophecy.
you know what? In the charity game, the first one, Dazzling Dave actually a bit of a baller. He
he
actually
did
played
that
all
one
right.
thing where he scooped the ball up and volleyed it over the bar.
And he took the number 10 off one of my best mate. Honestly, he was absolutely fuming with that. He wears 10 for everything. And Dazzle took the 10 before he could get in there.
He took the number 10 off a 17-year-old at a charity game.
Matt, was
He
that
did
the
the
one where
10
you took a
proud,
touch and
though.
fell over your own feet?
Say again, mate.
Was that the one where you took a touch and fell over your own feet?
I don't know what you're on about, mate. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a clear shove. That was time ago. I was
My
about
dad won it.
Say again.
Has that been
my
confirmed
dad.
now, that Blackburn deal?
I
Sorry.
think
Ryan
so,
Giles
yeah.
is gone, is he?
yeah.
Has it been confirmed? I don't think it's been confirmed yet, though. I'll check. I think it's pretty much done, but it's not been officially
Yeah.
confirmed as of yet.
Joey, what's been your thoughts on the window then, mate? I know you're quite vocal on Twitter, aren't you, about this kind of stuff?
Yeah, do you know what? I've had some time to think about it over the last few hours, and to be honest, I've come to the conclusion that actually I'm not really that bothered. I would have liked to have signed a midfielder for sure, but at the end of the day, what I was thinking is we have obviously Neves and Moutinho in probably some of the best form of when they've been at the club at the moment. So if you bring in a midfielder, I know people have made this point before.
Yeah.
You can't have them sit on the bench, can you? Really, if you made a 25 million pound new signing, you want to see them play. But then you have to drop one of Neves and Moutinho to play him. So why upset the balance of something that's actually working really well at the moment to make that signing? I understand we need the depth, but I mean, clearly Bruno sees something in Luke Cundle that he likes. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't have let Bruno Jordao go out on loan. So
Yeah, I think that's pretty telling.
I know we've not seen much of Luke Cundle, but he must be, I don't know, must be the dog's bollocks really in training. So
Yeah,
I don't
from
know.
what we've seen of him, he looks all right. But like I said, they see him on a daily basis, and the fact that Jordao's gone out over him, I know it was reported it was almost kind of like last chance saloon for Jordao. Like, this is your chance to impress, and the fact he's been shipped out to Grasshoppers probably tells you all you need to know about that. This LBW tube keeps putting the booting on me. I don't know what I've done wrong. David a baller, unlike Matt.
I've seen some of his comments earlier. I think, yeah, it's probably just best to ignore him.
I just think he's being a bit of a helmet, isn't he? Which is a shame, really. Because it's been quite a positive stream. There's a few. I don't know if you can see the chats as well, can't you, Joey? But you are right though about the midfield. It's like who do you displace? Who do you bring in? And with Moutinho, probably. I mean, I watched a fair bit of him at Monaco, but before then, not much. But you'd argue it's he's in the form of his life, wouldn't you, Joey?
Yeah, I think they're both in really, really good form. Clearly, I mean, as well as Dendoncker, I think Dave made the point earlier that for a bench player that's happy just to kind of sit there and come in once in a while for the amount of money he's worth. I mean, there's not really many better that are going to want to come in and just sit on the bench and be the backup to those two. So Dendoncker's not doing too bad, and then obviously we've got a good solid foundation in defense. So I'm honestly, overall, with the players that we have coming back, I'm actually not too angry about not making a signing.
Yeah, my kind of anger has dampened because I was more pissed off in the summer. Whereas with this, I'm a lot more understanding of why I haven't brought anyone in. I still would have liked them to have brought someone in, but kind of I think we know what we're going to get now. Whereas the summer, I felt like we're going to spend quite a bit of money here. Whereas now I'm just like, nah.
But it is what it is.
I don't think we will spend.
But at the same time, I think if you go back to the beginning of the season when I made my season predictions, my camera's gone all blurry. Oh well. I didn't think that we'd do any much better than 12th or 13th. So to be in the position that we are now, I can understand why they've decided not to upset the balance of the squad in the current position. So we're in a great position. There's opportunities to push further on. We're 3 points behind West Ham with 2 games in hand. So we could easily jump into the top 7.
With them still left to play as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know about you guys, but I'd be quite happy to take Europa Conference League and just have some away days in Europe.
Absolutely, mate. I think that's for me. That's the well, obviously if you can aim higher, great. But if we can get into that, I think it'd be a great season. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I've just thought of a question, right? Is for all 3 of you. If we finish 7th with this squad, that's obviously going to stay the same. We're not going to sign anyone. Does Bruno win Manager of the Year? If not, what position would he have to finish to win Manager of the Season?
Top 6, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't think.
How are you going to topple Pep? No, I don't think it. But what would he have to do? Because you could argue 5th with that squad is a way better achievement than Pep.
Yeah.
Top 4, I think. Go on.
We've got
Joey.
We've got another guest waiting to come in. It's a bit of a celebrity as well.
Is it Nathan Tudor?
he's well known. He's
hiding there. Look, he's hiding.
Dave, can we add Nathan in with Joey or?
I think so. There you go. Here he is. Right
Good, everybody.
Boys, how's it going? Happy deadline day.
Happy deadline day. You're having a good day, mate. I mean, it's a busy day in the office.
rushed off my feet, from morning to night. I think it started at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm still waiting to do a bit of work, to be honest. Waiting for these deals to come on. Yeah, it's been pretty pants. I'm sure you've all discussed, but disappointing, mate. Disappointing for you guys. You guys are the diehards, and I just think it's a massive opportunity missed. I can't. Obviously, we have a great relationship with the club and stuff, and we always work hard. But you got to, we've got to say what you think. And I just feel they've massively overachieved with what they've got so far with the squad. I'm sure stuff that you've discussed, like I say, prior to this, and I feel like one or two players, even just a couple of 6-month loans, no option to buy, kind of a risk-free. If you pay a couple of decent sized figures for 6 months, it could really have worked out special. You've got a FA Cup semi-final, final potentially, a couple of games away from that. You beat Norwich, you get a decent draw in the fifth round.
You on like Jude, isn't
Yeah,
it's a shame. I think it's a shame. I think it's an opportunity missed, and we'll see.
Do you think you said they're overachieved, Jude? Do you think that because they're in a better position than they thought they would be at this position, do you think that they've just been like, well, we don't need to spend it, anything else is kind of like a bonus?
I think so, but I'd be disappointed if they kind of look at it like that, to be honest. We all talked about the summer and Bruno kind of being a lot more vocal on not getting the deals that he wanted. And then, I guess he's kind of spoken recently about being on the same page with Jeff and Fosun, and you can understand, maybe he was probably speaking maybe a bit too truthfully. Yeah. So I would just think that there may be sometimes you've got to pivot. You don't get the chance to pick and choose when you want to go for Europe, when you want to have a big push. And if they do sign a lot of people in the summer, which I'm sure they will, I'm sure they'll spend some cash in the summer. But it's also about keeping players in the summer. It's not not all rosy about, we'll spend 20 million here and 30 million and we'll get this centre back, we'll get this midfielder, because you're going to have a bloody massive battle on your hands to keep the likes of Ruben Neves, to keep your best players as well. So there's no guarantees, And look, I think everybody thinks Wolves aren't getting £29 million straight up front from Barcelona for Adama Traore. So that's got a long way to play out in how much money Wolves get and if they get money and the situation that's going on there. So there's a lot of question marks. And I just feel like this was a real chance to refresh, to have a good go, to give it a good go in the league, to give it a good go in the cup and see what happens. And look, hopefully, if Wolves get into, I've just said to Liam there, if Wolves somehow get into Europe in the top 7, if they somehow get to a final or win a competition, then Fosun are geniuses because they've played it right. But I feel like this is the first time in a long time where if they don't, and there's a decent chance that they won't, potentially, and they get a couple of injuries or COVID cases or whatever, where you're going to look back come the summer and you're going to think this is a massive missed opportunity, and you've probably got you've probably there's only one place to lay the blame, unfortunately. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And that's what I think, honestly.
Nathan, you mentioned there about Bruno. Obviously, yourself and Liam speak to Bruno on a weekly, sometimes twice a week basis. How different is he to deal with than Nuno, especially Nuno of last season?
He's to be honest, he's a breath of fresh air. I think when we first came in, it was an open training session at Molineux, and he came in, and there was a few of us like a table, and he came round and kind of sat next to individually one of us and shook our hands and spoke, and then came back and kind of almost didn't do a presentation, but he wanted to get across what he's about as a person and his training regime. And it was really nice. You felt very much not included in like he was going through the motions because he wanted to show, oh, look, let's get on the good side of the media. He was genuinely passionate about the way he wanted to play, how he wanted these players to play. And he wanted the media, I guess, to see it from his point of view. And it's interesting because when we speak to him at the end of the game and we've done post-match press conferences, he really does take a lot of time. Sometimes in the past, Nuno was very quick to come on camera, which, sometimes I think a lot of people know that he just didn't like doing media stuff. He didn't like media post-match, pre-match. Bruno will go away for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. He will then think about what he's got to say. He will discuss the game, and then he will come back and he will give well thought out and considerate answers rather than the same quotes and the same sound bites week after week. And we appreciate that, And I'm not saying that Bruno gets it right all the time. There's plenty of times when I'm sure we're frustrated on the, with some of the substitutes or not. But look, he's done unbelievably well from losing those first 3 games when they ironically play great football to what they're doing now. I mean, it's incredible. You look at that table, you look at some of the teams that they're ahead of, and you look at the chance they've got with at least a couple of games in hand over West Ham. It's insane. And I just feel like because you've got a connection with the manager and you've got a connection with how good he is, that I just wish that it'd been, you've got that extra little bit of support. And obviously that's not happened.
Yeah. He'd said to you guys, I remember the Express and Star thing where it was basically, I want 3 players in and I don't want to sell Traore.
Yeah.
And none of it's happened. And you've got West Ham flagging, Man United on like Spurs are going to be better next season. Arsenal, it felt like there was an opportunity there, but like you say, it's
I think they could spend 60 to 70 million pounds in the summer, and there's a decent chance they will not be in the position that they are in now come this time next year. There's no guarantees in the Premier League, absolutely none. You've got to take the bull by the horns. It's what Leicester have done. It's what other teams have done in the past to get European football, and it's just like I say. I could understand why, and obviously, looking at social media and seeing everything that the fans are frustrated. And I think, the summer, yes, you could understand it. Last January, yes, you can understand it, but this January almost hurts more than the previous 2 windows, and that's what the frustrating thing is. And I've got no doubt that they'll go and beat Norwich on Saturday, and get a couple of good results. But yeah, especially when you've got the likes of those teams around you to come, big games. I don't know. It's just a bit of a frustration, and they're doing well in the FA Cup. You finally got a manager who's playing a decent strength side in the cups and wants to do well. So I'm not saying just a 6-month deal for someone, just a pot shot. It might not work out, fine, but at least you're giving it a go. Giving it a go.
We spoke about the Aaron Ramsey deal earlier, and we first thought that Rangers were paying most of his salary, which is obviously he's on a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah,
it turns out that it's Juventus paying the whole salary. He's going for free. He's playing for free. Like, do you wonder why Wolves weren't all over that? Because it's risk free. He's a bit injury prone, but he's shown glimpses of absolute brilliance, and it is risk free.
Yeah, absolute 6-month deal. I mean, whether that's come from Aaron Ramsey or not, I'm not sure. Whether he fancies going to the Premier League and maybe he can turn up and be incredible in the Scottish Premier League, which obviously is poor man's championship at times. So maybe there's got something to do with that. But yeah, the type of player that you stick him in there. I'd rather have him playing ahead of someone like a Leander Dendoncker at the moment, and like you say, risk free. And when you've got someone paying those ridiculous wages, knowing that it's only an option to buy, you're not buying him at the end of the season, then it's an absolute no-brainer. And I'm sure there's plenty of others. Look, you talk about Mendes being great in previous years. It's all gone pretty quiet from that point of view. He must have some stars down there. You're not telling me he hasn't got players who he could move around for 6 months here or there. So I'm just surprised. And look, Chiquinho's come in and play a little bit of a bit part, but there's no way this guy's going to be playing and playing major minutes on the first team pitch. We don't know what Neto's going to do. Chan obviously is going to come back, but had a dip before he got injured. So, I think the centre back situation doesn't really bother me too much. I can kind of understand it, and he's done great with Totti coming in, and Saiss is obviously on his way back now after a few days off, so that doesn't bother me. But a centre midfielder who can maybe box to box centre midfielder, and even as I said today, even another forward just to play it, just to get up there, because Jimenez is not Jimenez at the moment. You can understand it. It's just great to have him on the pitch. Fabio Silva's done well when he's come on, but just have another striker up there to have a different option. I wonder if they're going to change the formation at some point, and I wonder whether they might have to change the formation depending on how the next few games goes with injuries and stuff. But it's one we'll see at the end of the season, I guess.
What did you think of the timing of them announcing that they're going to sign Hwang at the end of the season? Do you think that was a bit weird? Like, it didn't need to happen, really, did it?
Seemed to me like a bit PR-y with maybe calm before the storm. But even if they were going to try and do that, it still doesn't make sense, because they knew that the frustration was always going to be there, whether they sign Hwang or not. Wolves have done very well over the years of getting these options to loans with first refusal to buy, etc., which is perfect and worked out great with some of the players that we've seen over the years. It's been unbelievable. But at the same time, Hwang, as well as he did at the start when Wolves were playing poorly and couldn't finish, he was the one person who was taking his chances, and we all thought, oh my God, get this guy in for 10, 11, 12 million pound plus brilliantly. But he did take a dip before he got injured at Brighton. He did take a dip, and obviously it was a bit of let's just see here. And the fact that the injury happened, it was almost like a perfect storm of, okay, well, let's use this to our advantage. No one else is going to buy Hwang if we want him at the end of the season. So let's just see when he comes back. Let's see how good he is, and if he gets back to levels that he was, or close to those levels, and I'm sure they'll buy him. But use it to your advantage. I mean, if he comes back and he's not quite the same person, and maybe there's another niggle there, then you've got a decision to make at the end of the season. You haven't now because you've said you're going to sign him, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be great, and I'm sure it'll be a very I'm not saying that anything against Juan, because I think he's great to have around. Just to, his smile, his personality, his demeanor. I think he's shown enough that he's going to be a very good squad player for Wolves going forward. But give yourself a chance. Like, have another look at him for the next 5 months, just to make sure. So yeah, it seemed a bit PR-y to me, and something that didn't really need to be done.
Michael Bibber said Judah speaking so much sense.
It's the first time for everything.
Do you know,
first time for everything.
Do you know if Raul's in contention for Norwich, or do you know if he's still injured?
We haven't heard yet. I mean, we spoke. Obviously, there's a presser coming up. Will be I believe it's. Let me double check.
Is it the internationals done for the North American? Because
He went
Mexico
over,
have been
didn't
playing
he?
a couple of games, haven't they? So, and he's not played in either of them. So
Yeah, he was tweeting, wasn't he, while the game was going on?
Yeah,
everyone was
which
confused about why is he tweeting. It's like someone coming in for Wolves. I was like, no, just Mexicans have had a penalty. Like,
yeah, no, it's a strange one. I mean, I believe from what we heard before that it was mild, and that he'll be available, I think, for Norwich. But look, even if he's not available for Norwich, I can't see Norwich bringing a full strength side. They'll be crazy not to with the way they've been going. I expect Wolves to knock them off. And if they're going to err on the side of caution, I would probably hazard a guess that maybe Jimenez will be in the squad and probably on the bench if needed. I don't think there's any reason to rush him before when's the next game play? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember now. Is it midweek in it afterwards?
Yeah,
the Thursday, is it?
Yeah,
the Thursday. I would be quite happy if he's on the bench just in case they needed him, and go from there. But we fully expected to be involved, or at least being available for selection, I think, on the Saturday.
Nathan, I don't know if you've seen, but we've been doing a deal or no deal.
Mate, I've just seen in one of the old DMs that I've got with Mr. Finners, and it looks superb. I'm very impressed. Oh my God, there's someone on there?
Yeah, so as you can see on the left, the least desirable prizes and the most desirable prizes on the right. Unfortunately, we lost Dazzling Dave quite early, which was a big kick in the bollocks for us. And Pena and Renato. But would you like to pick a couple of cases now? It'd be funny if you picked yourself out. We did include you.
My God, let's have a look. Dazzling's gone. That's disappointing. Okay, let's have a look. We do enjoy a lot of the stuff that you guys put out, by the way. So fair play. Some of it is great. Some of it's top draw. Some of it keeps us amused. There's plenty of others that are on there. But some of the WhatsApp groups we've got, it's brilliant. I saw this and I thought it was brilliant. Okay, here we go. Right, looking for some 13, please.
I'm concerned that we're part of the Express and Star WhatsApp groups here. Boys.
It's one on the right. Do you want to pick another two? No,
you have to last year next to.
All right, okay. Let's have a look. I'm trying to think roulette numbers that I've got. Okay, so normally go 26. So either side of that is 0 and 3. So I'll go for the 3, please.
He's a gambling man. He
loves his
drill.
I was going to say there's no chance he takes it.
There you go.
We'll take that.
Borough legend.
I was going to say Borough, yeah.
Oh, it's Borough boy, yeah.
Borough boy, yeah.
Hey, look, two of the front three of Barcelona at the moment.
I know.
Okay, so let's have a look. So 3-0. So we're going to go the next two on the 26th roulette wheel. So I'm going to go 32-35. They've gone. So 12-15.
Might as well be speaking French here to me.
Okay, it's all good. Okay, I'm going to go for number 24. Finish it off.
Oh,
number 24. Who's it going to be?
It's going to be me.
We're absolutely flying here. The banker's going to give us an offer now.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Look at this. This is the kind of content.
This is our transfer budget for next season.
So this is what Jeff's giving us for next season, but it obviously means that we don't sign a player for this one.
Who is doing this? This is absolutely genius. I think we need to get them employed on the ENS.
22.3 million.
Our biggest offer yet.
I tell you, that is decent. I've done you proud there, boys.
You have? You've done
it. Highest was 13 before, wasn't it?
You see. Get the real money when you get the stars on. Right, boys. I think we've got another loan leaving. Some. I've got to put some keepers up on Facebook, so I'll have to love you and leave you.
Nice. Thank you very much. Mate.
Absolute pleasure, guys, and carry on the great work.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Dave.
mate.
See you
Cheers,
later.
mate.
Take
Mate.
care. Happy deadline day.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Nathan Jordan, what a legend.
Friggin' legend.
This
He's
is a bit off topic. Sorry, I've been watching Fabrizio Romano's stream today, and they had that Pedro Sepulveda guy on.
Yeah,
who's
I
quite
saw him
reliable in
about Darwin
Portugal.
Núñez and stuff.
And all the chat were just going on about Slimani to Sporting. So Fabrizio asked him about it, and he's there like the manager is like he loves using young players. Like this is part of like the election. Like the chairman wants to sign Slimani as part of the election. So he goes, I can't really see much truth in it. And they've just announced that he's signed Slimani.
Oh no, he's dusted.
Yeah.
Are they in Amsterdam in this nice like Heineken?
Yeah. It's so awkward though, watching it.
Yeah,
Sponsored by Nord
his
as well,
mate.
isn't it?
Because
and
Fab's just on his
presenter
phone like that, and if he doesn't talk, they don't know what to say to each other.
yeah, they
Um,
cut away to him on the phone when he's muted on the mic, and the two friends are just there like, yeah. So guys, I'm sorry that.
What should we
Fabrizio's
talk about
on the
now?
phone."
That's what they kept saying. What should we talk about? It's like, Harry Paynes, you absolute legend, lads. While you're live, the podcast has been one of the things I look forward to most over the year. Massively enjoying it. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Harry. Big
Was it
up to
Harry
Nathan as well. Go on.
Sorry, Dave. Was it Harry that said earlier? What's your opinion on, just while we've got nothing to talk about? I think, was it Harry or someone said they like to put this on to fall asleep to, and some people take that as offensive thing. But since lockdown, I put stuff on to fall asleep to. And I did it with Harry
Podcasts
Mansour.
I
the
do
next
it
of
like
it. Yeah, because some people take that offensively as, oh, it falls asleep. But no, it's a big thing. If people aren't on that podcast to fall asleep hype, little sleep timer, 15 minutes.
No, wake up to me shouting
There you go.
gash or something, you know.
Yeah. I forgot to put the sleep timer on the 77 Club, and I woke up and I could see Harry still in my head. I'd done like 8 77 Clubs in a row.
That's my secret to 200,000 minutes on Spotify at the end of the year.
Yeah, just leave it.
That was ridiculous.
I've got the podcast on repeat.
Someone said, "What did the Gassama loan break down?" Apparently, that move was in the works early January before Wolves signed Chiquinho, and it's only sort of come to light today. So if people didn't see, Wolves bid on loan with an option to buy a PSG forward called Jedi Gassama. I think he's 18 or 19 years old, but in the UEFA Youth Leagues, like the Youth Champions League, his record was ridiculous this season. But apparently he doesn't want to move mid-season and he's staying at PSG. So
I did find that funny when we're like crying out for like a signing to like come in and stay, and like the rumors that are coming out are like, yeah, we're gonna buy someone and then loan them straight back out. I assume it's because of like the work permit changes coming into play, but yeah, I just found it amusing to see a Twitter meltdown over it.
Yeah, it's
big up ZR Wolves.
Ah.
so nice. So nice. Love that. Honestly, I love
That's a good question, Matt. If you had to have a mixed grill of one Wolves player, who would it be?
I expand it to 3. You want like a vibe at the table.
Oh, go on, Matt.
It's not a date. It's not a date. You're not Tom
By
Parker.
the way,
man,
our
are you?
Fosun finished. No, they're
Johnny.
based in
Penaldo.
China. Yeah.
3 Connor Cody, because having met him before, he's just an unbelievably nice person. It would have been Adama, but he's gone. I think Connor Cody. I think Saiss, because he's just a laugh, and
I think Sarr would be good. Be a good laugh.
I love his Mustang, by the way. Is it a Mustang that he has? It's such
Yeah,
a
he rubbed
sexy
it.
car.
Didn't he? Yeah.
I think Sarr, Cody, and Saiss.
That's a hell of a table.
I think that'd be great. Yeah.
I would have had Eric Booger in, but he's just left. So
Yeah, he's gone, hasn't he?
Where's the money, Jeff?
Yeah, I'd take.
People keep sending me that picture. I'm not comfortable.
It's got to be edited, right? It's got to be edited.
No, wait,
What
he's
is
on his.
that?
No,
Oh, here we
yes.
go.
He's on his
Moldy with the
Instagram.
Swedish. Is it Krona?
No,
Gotta be Corona, yeah.
nah.
tech.
I'd take Prudence, but I ain't got a booster seat. So
Big up talking Wolves. Respect Oscar Bird. That is Swedish krona. So for 20 Swedish krona, that's £1.59.
Yes.
Can we get
more money than
get,
Jeff?
Can we get the deal or no deal back on that?
Yeah.
Moldy, pick a number.
Pick a window.
Judah did well there. He you know. It's a
Absolutely.
Dodge Challenger, Joey Yatori, apparently. Sorry.
What am I getting? Look, I'm gonna have to pull an Alfie Days here. Look, I can clinically say
Clinic.
Moldy, pick a number, any number. Moldy came with me and Matt to Forest Away.
Yeah.
He's been a channel member for a long time now as well.
Legend Moldy.
Been actually a supporter of my content for years. He's a big Football Manager fan.
Has he picked a number yet?
Nah, I'll tell you when. Might as well bring a bit of positivity to the stream since Sellers drop his thing. You know what? Okay, I can say this. I have spoken to
Even.
yeah, okay, I'll tell you in a minute. Moldy's gone number 4, Dave Edwards. Come on, Moldy. This has got to be big. This is what Rouse said earlier as well. Judah's gone.
Come on.
We'll take it though. We'll take it. We'll take it.
I think Ronaldo's in the box. You know?
Judah's gone. We may as well pick the 2 more in it.
Just on Judah though, like
Go on.
spoke very well there. I thought
Very well.
spoke
Absolutely
very well.
good. We'll have to get him on
Can you imagine?
again.
Can you imagine losing Adama twice as well? Like
Yeah,
Middlesbrough
true.
And then we'll 2 heartbreaks.
Mm.
You never got your race spin.
I gave up on that a long time ago. Matt was there when I asked him for a race, and he said, "Yeah," and then never happened.
I'm still waiting for my
race. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my invite to the Wolves esports team, Michael. That's what's going on there.
Oh,
you see us on Pro Club.
Just waiting
I
for
duck,
the
man.
invite.
I
still.
duck.
Do Wolves do esports for FM? They don't, do they?
No, FM is not an esport anyway, but neither is a lot of the FM is not really an esport at all.
But yeah, it bugs me when people call this streamer showdown an esport, man.
Nah,
Why
it's nowhere
isn't it
near.
classed as an esport?
Because it's so look orientated, isn't it? Is it RNG or whatever it is? Like the RNG.
Yeah,
is
it's
like-
nothing to do. It's no competitive.
There's no
real-
skill to it, really, is it? Like, we all saw that at the weekend if you watched. Matt, that big.
But he's not salty, guys. He's not salty, I
Yeah.
promise.
Last stream was unreal.
Oh, should I wheel it up one more time?
Yeah, go on. You do the deal. Reintroduce Deal or No Deal because we've only got half an hour left. Reintroduce Deal or No Deal in the bib accent.
Hang on.
Impression. Wait.
We'll do it with a feint.
What's that, Duck saying? Joey, it's also strange to see you not on Esports Insider. To be fair, I had a great time with ESI. So
Yes, sir.
So folks have lied to us week in, week out about transfers, but today we're actually going to do our own transfers on Deal or No Deal. When's it going to bloody end?
Oh my word.
And carry on. Someone pick a number. What number have we got? Is this,
Oh, this is the
doesn't
background
sound like the
music.
right thing, you
We've got
know.
a bit of synth
Oh,
there.
Charles, that is fixed by the way. I fixed that Wall's light.
Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, I used their hot glue gun.
Jeez. I think we go number 9 when it drops.
Number 9.
Ben.
then
Sven.
Right, one more case. Joey, pick a number, lad.
I'm gonna go for number 1.
Number 1.
Why not?
I don't
I don't
understand.
understand.
Oh,
you-
Oh no! Oh, it's a nightmare! Oh,
he's got to go, blood.
I can't believe it.
Finish.
I can't believe you've done this.
Soon.
No, I'm not gonna do it on screen. No.
He's
Fuck
finished
him.
anyway.
Sorry about that.
He's
folks.
done it again.
This is going to be
Obviously,
low.
I'm
I've
fuming
ruined
about
the
that.
banker's offer. I've
The,
ruined
the
it.
money's going to be way low. Judah,
22.3 mil.
22 with the
Oh, money lost.
2.2.
We lost 80k.
It's actually, yeah, it's not
That's
actually
not
gone
a
down.
bad offer. Do you risk 22 million or do you go for Mark Rhodes and Tom Rouse on a double deadline day deal?
I'm no dealing that, man. I'm taking the executive. I still think we're going to
Even
issue our
Lib's not
Felix.
happy.
We're 4 and 4.
Even Lib sending for you.
What was she
Lib,
saying?
man, what?
FFS, Joey.
Useless.
no.
Is there anyone else we can get on to draw a couple of boxes? Any pulls?
Nothing from Luke. I can message Mr. Miami, but or Little
Josh,
Ralph.
you know what? Firstly, great picture there. It was, to be fair, that picture that came up yesterday on my photos.
I got a picture with Dave as a fan as well.
Come on.
Me too. Josh is also
Yeah.
the proud owner of a Hwanky Chan shirt that I bought by accident. as well. So he took that off my hands.
How did you buy a shirt by accident?
It was before we even signed him, right? And I bought from Classic Football Shirts. I bought a Szoboszlai shirt because I have a big thing for him. And it turned up and it was a Salzburg shirt and it had Wang on the back. And I tried to get it returned. And they didn't. So I just kept it and then we signed him. So it was a bit of a put Josh has got
If anyone wants to lend us 200 quid to get Fabrizio on, then we can do. Not whilst he's on.
for 30 seconds.
How much?
Shall
Mate,
we?
that's plus all our donations that we've had today. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Still waiting to be made that into. You know what's a shout? You know,
He's
will people buy that though? That is an image. I mean, that's an image I made. Will people buy that on a T-shirt?
Get it trademarked on.
I reckon so.
Is a picture of Jesus Christ copyrighted?
It's a cartoon, Dave.
What? Whoa, we're getting political now, or religious.
No, not
Oh.
actually. Sorry, controversial. I know. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Put me down. Yeah, Carty's there. Carty will have a Fabio shirt. All right, we'll look at sorting it out.
I've just asked Mr. Liam Keane, see if he can come on.
Keno.
Brentford have just signed somebody.
Who?
Brentford.
You know what Brentford are?
Go on, save the line.
What, Brentford, Dave?
They are Gasher. He's from Needham Market FC.
He said the line.
Do the roar. It may be
Getting
almost
into-
11, but there's no issues with Ryan Giles loan to Blackburn. Everything goes ahead as planned. Get in.
Get in there.
Come on.
To be fair, they've gone from what Cardiff and Cardiff and Blues.
mate, they've had
to
good loan
QPR and
deals.
Blackburn. So they've both of them have gone. Dion and Ryan have gone to
Yeah, good
promotion
moves.
chasing teams, which is good for them. But also, I feel like if you get promoted with a team, you sort of have an attachment. So I think they probably want to keep them if they get promoted, right?
All right. Are there any other windows open past tonight?
Scottish. I know Scottish window closes at midnight, doesn't it?
I'm just thinking like players if they go abroad.
Mm. We're
Sometimes
in
something
DLC
go.
territory, folks.
I know that
The
Yeah.
DLC
I know that
time.
Germany's one closes at 5, so that closed ages.
That was already shut. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just trying to go through my contacts here.
Oh no, there's some that shut. No, that's open. Deadlines around Europe. So Premier League open till 11. EFL obviously 11. See, all of them are tonight. There's none that are like tomorrow or anything. Other deadlines around the world. Portugal's got another 2 days. So, like for argument's sake, Christian Marquez, people like that, they've got another couple of days. Say again, Oxford. Yeah, Portugal's probably the main one, really. There.
We could ask Proxima Granada, maybe. We could ask
Go on,
Dazzling
mate.
as well. Could ask Dazzling Dave. I think he'd take
Oh,
offence.
get him on.
I
he'll
think
have
he
it.
would take offence though. So
No,
What
probably
if, you had it,
Cyprus,
what if you had him on the deal or no deal? Be like, why is my name on there?
Let's have a look. Who's after? I was saying this earlier,
Totally
Moldy.
wrong.
Imagine that. You
You
know,
could
like
do
the
it.
Petr check thing when they got him in goal for the 23s.
Yeah.
That'd be jokes, man. That would be funny.
Tony Roberts. Dave,
How often? I'm not answering that. It's a bit big-headed. I'm sorry.
Every 5 minutes.
He gets stopped on the street every 10 minutes. Are you the guy from Talking Wolves?
Yeah.
does Sam Matterface follows us, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Who drops
Yeah,
that?
get a couple
Probably
of-
busy.
Does he? Why?
Doesn't matter, mate. If
He
I-
had-
when
he had-
he used to
don't
get us
know,
on Talksport like years ago before he did the ITV thing.
Get George Russell on. He's a Wolves fan.
Okay. What contacts do you not think we've got here?
I don't know.
Dave, does Gary Powerland follow you?
Yeah, I got him on Facebook. Oh, mate. It's surely too late for Gary.
You'd have to get into character. He's blocked me on Twitter, so I can't ask him. But follows me on Instagram, so I'm not really sure why.
Official Gary Powerland? I can't
Yeah.
remember. He's going to be asleep, eh?
Get Mel Eves on.
No, we can't get. Mel Eves would be good if he was on. He will talk to so slow, you'll see the sharp. I mean, it's not wrong.
That just reminds me of that coach journey back from Brighton.
Oh, mate. Exactly. Melly, your boobs are an arse, man.
Oh no, he's put me up again.
Oh, man.
I wonder who else can we get? Susie
Mark, to be
Perry.
fair, someone said, to be fair, I think it's too late for Mark, but if we pre-planned, Mark's on our deal on our get Tito Jackson on.
Just trying to-
Just give Mr.
can-
Miami a bell. He'll come on.
I can probably get Heart FM's Ed James.
Doesn't Joey realise I want another guest to replace the chief currently in the fourth chair?
Apparently in the fourth chairs that way.
That's
You've
me.
been on, Joe. You've been on longer than like actual Talking Wolves gang members.
Yeah, sorry, I've made the
Ask
spot.
Finn
my
to
own
get his
at
good
this
friend
point. No one
Bully
else
on.
is
What about
Yeah,
Finn?
Finn's not on.
He's known. My dad came in here when Judah was on, so I told him to
Yeah,
go
I
away.
heard you didn't.
You didn't mute your chief.
Get Britney Spears on.
Finn, can
Brilliant.
you get Bully on?
He'll be asleep by now, but I could ask.
Go on.
Why
This
would
could be
you-
great. just say to him, Bully. It's
No,
not too
because I
complicated.
can't
Click this link and then say 4 numbers. Then
click this link and type your name in. See what happens.
click this
No, why
link.
can't you
and
get
then
can't you get
put
Raul's
long
brother?
card number.
I'm
Oh,
trying, is
yeah,
it, what,
Raulito.
what time is it in Mexico? Let me ask him. I don't-
He'll be on
We've got
PlayStation.
10
It'll be
minutes.
easy.
He ain't gonna have a clue what's
Mexico
going on,
time.
is he?
What time? It's 10 to
Anyway,
20 to
let's
5.
ask him, Finn, and let us know in 5 minutes what he says.
Okay.
Chat, let's get some ratings. Wolves transfer window overall obviously kept a number of our key players, lost to Darmatroy Ray, but obviously not invested a huge amount. Let's get some ratings out of 10 in the chat. Maybe a little bit of reasoning as well for your rating
Finn, does he
as
use
we approach those
Raul's
20 minutes.
Pro card, his 99 Pro card?
No, they haven't given him one. Obviously, he's just the signature signings, but he's so good at. He's like esports level. If they want to sign him up, Raul's brother, he's so good.
Really? Like
Yeah,
Jota
he
level?
gets like 19 and 1, 20. Like he's mad on thingy.
Scunner.
Um,
Got a couple of high ratings there. 7 out of 10 there. Lib's gone a 3. Thomas has gone a 0.
that's it.
Get
about
Mike
3.
Tyson. He's a big Wolves fan.
Grasshoppers.
2. That's a good one. Grasshoppers 10 out of 10 window.
I think Raul.
Is
I
it? They
think
lost
France.
Totti. I think France.
I think
Hey, because we signed a guy called Bin. Bib's gone 1. Ever the positive, Michael Bibb. Here
It's
we go.
meant to
4 out of
be
10.
really boring
Shouldn't have
for a
blown
lot
out
of people.
Jordan.
I'll put Jordao in surprise player of the season in my pre-season predictions.
Yeah,
You know,
you flopped
Like a
there.
Chief.
Bordeaux have signed Anel Ahmed Hodzic. What a sign. Big baller on FM. 6 because we signed some high-profile youngsters and kept our main squad. I think that's fair.
Mm. I think everyone looks at the windows, mostly just incomings, don't they?
3. 3 out of 10, not improved the squad at all. It's not so much of a worry. 7 out of 10. This is a good one. January is never a good time to buy. We bought with a low risk potential, high reward strategy. Nice.
Very level-headed from Stuart there.
Yeah.
Tyler, 6.5. Not happy with the lack of signings, but gassed to have kept Neves. I think we'll appreciate the Huang sign a lot more in time
Do
too.
you think he goes in the summer? By the way, Neves.
Nah, but we need Europe.
I would if I was him. I think. Wouldn't you? Like
I get he loves the
You'd-
club, but like
ambition.
how many
wise,
times
yeah.
can United and Arsenal come knocking with like 200 grand a week? You know.
Just trying to think who else we can get on, but I don't think it's looking very positive.
No, I mean it's too late now.
Do you reckon we're going to sign anyone?
Josh Lehman's gone 10 out of 10.
I have dropped Greg Halford a message, but he's not replying.
Oh my word!
Imagine Greg Halford coming on again for the podcast.
No, his camera's going to be like this. How's it going, lads? All right.
He's on next door's Wi-Fi.
Oh, Harry Mantle.
That's will be
Right.
in bed by now.
Should we conclude the game because it's not?
Yeah, let's finish off deal or no deal. We are on the cusp of Europe madness that we haven't signed a midfielder or at least a loan, dangerously close to it all imploding. You know what, Ben, as well, this month is going to be huge for Wolves, February chat, because you look at the Wolves fixtures for Feb, we play
Arsenal, Spurs.
every team in and around us.
Leicester, I think. As
But
well.
obviously Norwich in the
Leicester.
cup, but then it's
West Ham.
Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester, West Ham. Literally, those 4 fixtures could decide, and we might have a game chucked in. Obviously,
An
we
easy
have
12
2
points,
games.
Hmm.
I've got Jeff on
For a
LinkedIn.
gap.
Oh mate, you ain't got Jeff in the replies, have you? There you go.
Jeff aired me on LinkedIn. Sorry, Jeff.
After the
you
Norwich
call?
game, I think Josh. I think is it Matt
What's that?
next podcast?
Yes, it'll be probably next Wednesday or Thursday. No,
That's good.
we can
We
do
get
one
another game?
next we'll next week probably.
Yeah. Well,
Next
yeah,
week.
yeah. Let's go.
Cool. All right, Finn, quick fire. Pick a case.
18. It's double 9. That's double the lucky number. So it's going to be Mark Rhodes.
Who's in charge?
Come on.
Oh, called it.
What?
He called the
What a
pre-call.
shout! Oh, what a shout! Can we get Neil
Lucky
Warnock?
numbers never lie.
Dave,
23. Just how I like him.
that's better.
Oh no!
Isn't that his number as well? Joao Felix, 23. Should have known.
Fucking hell, Dave.
I can't do this right now.
Was he number
I
23?
reckon it's going to be like 16 mil.
Less probably. Oh,
Oh, what is going on? You lot are
Pre-calls.
mad. It's like psychic.
Joao Felix number. Yeah, number 23 for Portugal.
No deal, Matt. No
No
deal.
deal. No
Come on,
deal.
we've
We'll
still
go
got
away
Tom
now.
Rouse up for grabs.
Joey,
6.
6.
6, please.
Don't be Liao. I want Liao.
Please don't be Liao.
Yeah.
Roger. Come on, we take those.
I reckon we're going up to 20 million now.
Does he call every round now?
I think so.
Oh,
20.
That's a
that's
big
a good
offer by
but
Jeff.
no deal. No deal. I want Rafael Leao.
But if we sign Nunes this window and has a good half a season, it's going to be worth about 80 million. We're no dealing.
No deal.
Oh my word.
Finn Morris.
Chow, what do you think? What's an acceptable amount here?
Oh.
Who should we be going for? The pressure's on.
If he offers 40 million plus, we should think about it.
Breaking news: Newcastle United signed Dan Burn.
Damn,
I swear, Gladham, was he not number 14 for us?
Or 20. 40.
Hang on,
Someone just
VAR,
retweeted
and then
Paul
that's my
Gladden's-
choice.
Someone just retweeted Paul Gladden's like released tweet that the club released him. Somebody just replied saying, "Thank God these days are over." I think he thinks that it's just happened.
Oh, he was
Yeah,
25.
We've got 20 and then we'll do 5 next. Go on, do 20.
If you're bad.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Get in there.
Here comes the
I've unbuttoned my shirt.
Yeah,
What's going
this
on?
is 30. This is.
don't know
This is
about
easy,
Glad on, more
Bertie.
like hard on.
This is 30. We're hitting 30.
I reckon we're in the 28 territory. Fuck it.
Oh,
Here comes the money.
No deal.
Jeffrey.
No
Money
deal. No deal.
talks. Here comes the money.
money, dollar. Nah, it's got to be a reject. We've still got Tom Rouse on that. It's Tom Rouse. We win here. There's 4 winners.
I want Leao.
Look at every player there.
Everyone's saying deal. Well,
No, we're going deal here.
Oh, God.
I
Joey.
get nervous.
5, please. Stick to the original plan.
we're following it through.
Come on.
Oh my
Major Rouse
days.
has gone.
This offer's got to be fat, you know.
Yeah, this is going to be like 50.
I'm 50 million, man. I reckon 50 mil.
No, we've got to think about this now.
Surely we take it then.
Nah.
No,
Let's
I
see.
still want Leao.
52 mil.
Jeffrey.
That's only half a Jack Grealish though, so
What do you reckon?
Fair
Do you take
point.
it?
Nah. Ooh.
Boring, isn't it? But
Gotta be no deal. See it.
it's
No,
through.
no,
logical,
no.
but it's boring.
Let's think. It's.
everyone
I
in
would say it's
Catalan?
high value than those 3 players.
Well, I'll put Nunes at like the value of like 70 million.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
To be fair, you
Maybe
could probably buy Van der Beek and Leao for 52 million.
Nah, Leao would cost 50 plus.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's having a good season.
Yeah, but, to be
So
fair,
we
I'm
get-
right.
If we get rid
No
of Donny,
deal.
and then we're... Oh.
He's pressed it.
Finn. Well, Dave, Finn.
I don't, is it your go, Dave? I think because I did 20 and then Joey did
14.
5. Oh.
Donny, come on, be Donny.
Oh,
Sugar.
the Leal dream is still on.
He's done it again.
Donny van der Ven.
Come on, man. It's going to drop massively now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's still
42.
high, but I reckon about 40 mil.
Oh.
Why
do
we
you
even
do?
contact? You press no deal. Look at that. Look how high the offers have got though.
It's no deal, and then we choose, don't we, whether we keep it or swap it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is Joey's decision now.
What? Why is it my decision?
You wanted Leal, big man. Swap
Yeah.
case or keep it.
Do you want to swap the case or do you want to keep it?
I will swap the case.
Oh,
Oh my god.
this could be his last ever
The
appearance.
drama.
So
You
we're
just press
after.
number 2.
We want Rafael Leao.
We want Leal. All you Chiefs in the chat that want Van der Beek. No, we want Leal.
So wait. Whatever this is, we don't get in it.
Oh wait, what? Really? Is it like? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
No. Yeah. So what do you click, Matt?
Oh, he's
This
just
is
gonna
our
open it.
case.
Yeah! Come on! Rafael
He
Leao.
called it at the start. He called
He
it.
did.
Is it? Is that right?
Coming
Yeah,
to Molyneux.
wait.
And the last case,
Is it?
open all the cases, was Donny
Yeah,
van der
Finn,
Beek.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's in there.
Well played.
I read that completely wrong.
So, Leao
boy.
valued at 50 million, so there you go.
And we had an offer of 52, but we'll ignore that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, ignore that one.
And that is deal or no deal.
Wow.
Wow,
What a way to end the stream. Everyone's going mental in the chat. They saw it in the window. Joey, director of football.
It takes balls to make that decision.
It does. Sometimes you got to put your neck on the line for the good decisions.
You have to put your cock on the block.
You do.
How long's left until the window shuts? 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Do we need to go to 11 or what
No.
price did I set CR7 at? I can tell you. So
Is it 100? Is it 250? The top one.
I set Cristiano Ronaldo at 300 million. Then Joao Felix at 250 million. Obviously, that's not what I value it myself, but that's obviously if I'd put him at like 80 million, that's the top offer. You never get the bank is only going to ever offer you like 8 grand. So I set it really high so it would have something a bit more realistic in terms of transfer budget. In fact, I can share if people are asked, but this is how I'd set it.
When I went on holiday to Butlins once, they had like a deal or no deal machine,
Yeah.
but with tickets, and we won the top one. So I'd let everyone know.
So
There you
that's how I'd set it. What a great story.
Wow!
Whoever wins the top one.
Finn, in 3 words, describe the transfer window. Roller coaster.
Not even a roller coaster, was it?
Wow!
In 3 words. In 3 words. It's been very disappointing.
What a helmet.
Cheers. Thanks, Finn. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks for that, Phil.
It's gone down the pan. It's gone down the pan.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm seeing everyone seems to love the old the live streams. You
The
love
live
to see
streams are
it.
class. They're actually great.
Well, we'd
Yeah,
slip
I
up
need
too
more
much though. Like, we've been
deadlines.
on our best behaviour today.
Yeah, it's it wouldn't work. Our last live stream was actually the transfer window. I thought we might have done one. My hair's gone mad after the Leao celebrations.
Was that when we were panicking over the Renato?
I
stuff?
think done deal. What's that then? Express and Star have just tweet Ryan Giles is sealed. I think that's just been confirmed.
Oh,
What
has
a
it?
moment.
Or Express and Star have said it's a done deal.
And
Gone
Bournemouth
to
have
the
got
wire,
Todd
hasn't it?
Cantwell.
It's understood the decision to let Giles leave was a close call. Bruno Lage is a big fan. He's hoping
Imagine
he
being a
can,
Bournemouth fan
change.
today. They've signed 5 players.
Who's that?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, they're all good players as well, really, for that
Saw
level.
some absolutely unbelievable signings today. 'cause,
Clearly, they
like,
want to
promotion
come back
push.
up, don't they? Yeah.
They got Nat Phillips, Kiefer Moore.
More.
The lad, they signed the lad from Peterborough as well, with Dembele.
Dembele,
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Cantwell, sorry, did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cantwell as well on loan.
Cantwell as well.
They're not announced.
Why
they're
was he not
announced,
playing
though.
for like Norwich? What was the problem?
He fell out with
Fell out
Farke,
with
didn't
Farke.
he? And then I don't think Smith fancies him either.
We did that last year, didn't we? The final word. We might bring
Oh,
that
yeah.
back. The issue is with that is I'd love to have time to do it directly after a game, but when they're Saturday matches, sometimes people go out on a Saturday.
Plus,
Yeah.
if you've been to the game as well, like sometimes
Or if it's an away
we're
game.
not,
Yeah,
we've not home till.
I'd love to do it. Like if I lived abroad or whatever, and I streamed all the matches, I'd just do it straight after. But you can't
I think-
end till the window's slammed shut. It's
5
true.
minutes, 15 seconds.
Have you got any more stories from like family holidays where you've won something?
I did the fishing, the fishing frenzy one where you do the thing and it rolls, and I got the little thin 500 tickets once. That was good. I love a ticket. I love a ticket arcade machine. Arcade even. Like where you
Yeah,
get,
we
like,
used
a
to do that at
pencil
final
back.
word. We might bring it back.
Oh, yeah, was it the last word or final word, wasn't it?
Final word, yeah.
I remember
Todd
it.
Canway, yeah. Nice little graphic by Bournemouth.
That was a lot easier because it was behind closed doors then, wasn't it, when we were doing that? So we literally just
Yeah.
straight streaming the games.
Mm.
So
I think it's-
we did that Twitter space as well after the Norwich game, and we got quite,
that was
quite a
so
lot.
funny. Yeah.
We got quite a lot of stick for that because apparently we're being negative after drawing with bottom of the league 0-0 away from home.
Yeah, but the people, I know people moaning, absolute chiefs, man. They just cry and moan on every tweet that we do. So
Yeah. And then that chap was giving it large fries and then wanted to have a
Goes-
ding dong over the DMs.
DM me so we can sort it out, and I DM'd him back, and he never
I know.
replied.
It was 1,000 tickets like that.
And you won it.
Oh, you got that?
What did
What
you
did
buy
you
with
win,
your winnings?
Pack 'em
Pencil
out.
sharpener. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, of course.
No,
you
I
did.
can't remember what it was. I can't remember actually. It was in
How many
Wales.
vibration settings did it have?
Stack of puntas.
That's a very deadline day.
It is very deadline day.
I think this is a pretty valid point. I think one of the best things about our channel is that we can get it across the news, but at the same time give our own opinion and our own banter and twist on it. I think that's what fans appreciate a bit more. And to be fair, I'm not saying we're in the know or anything like that, but in terms of football, I'm pretty sure we're probably one of the only Wolves channels of this ilk that sort of know what we're talking about. So
You get guests and experts and stuff on when you sign new players and insights and stuff, which is really useful for when we sign
Exactly,
players
yeah.
that no one's ever
I mean-
heard of. So
I mean,
end
there's
up with-
no point in me trying to explain what Young Sang Bin is like in it. Like, get a man like Sung Mo on. He knows the business. I'm gonna get next if we sign another Korean player, which I'm sure we will in the future. I'm gonna get him on for. I've been meaning to do like a face-to-face interview of him, but obviously our time when it broke is like 4 p.m. on Friday. It's like late at night for him. So
Daddy lives in London.
no, he don't.
He's pretty sure he does.
He don't live in London.
I'm pretty sure he lives in London.
No, that's
That's
his.
awkward.
That's his Twitter at in London because he went to like the Olympics or something.
Okay.
No, he don't live in London because he lives in Korea because like my phone kept vibrating on Saturday morning, early morning, and Lib goes, "Why does your phone keep going off? If someone's messaging you 4 a.m. Sung Mo Lee sending me the answers to the questions I asked him."
no, it's got insomnia, mate.
Change the name.
Change the name in his phone.
Why is Domino?
Sung Mo Lee
Why is
asking if
Domino
he's free
sending you
tonight?
answers? Yeah.
Two priority at 3 in the morning. Bro,
London,
cheating has
2015.
evolved.
He don't live in London, man. That's just his Twitter at.
Well, I mean, his name is in London, so forgive me for thinking that he's actually in London.
No, London in Korea, lad.
Aaron's been one of my favourite guests, Proxima Janada.
Yeah, he's good as well.
Very good, very good.
Steve Walls is getting a few shouts. Freddie Evans has been on the port tonight. Well, why is there a few of these sweaty men shouts here?
He does though,
Um,
doesn't he?
Moldy still does that. You know them playing cards that like add value and stuff online. What's it called
Yeah.
now?
So rare.
Yeah, that's what Moldy does. Dave, you up?
Korean football experts buzzing Dave's phone at 4 in the morning. You up?
Why is Peter texting you asking you if you're up?
Oh, two positive just texted saying is she still there, which is a bit odd.
Oh, 1 minute until the window slams shut. Come on.
Why are you training at 10 p.m.?
He's probably swimming and stuff.
Oh
isn't
my word! Look at Freddie Evans' picture there.
he? Yeah,
Funny,
that's class.
funny guy, man.
He-
big time.
like, he's 18. He's drinking port. Like that's a specialism, I think.
Wise beyond his years, man.
Who did Wolves sing today?
Is
So we
everyone?
literally signed no one. What
Yeah.
was the point?
Is everyone proud of me? I've done dry
Yeah.
January. I've done it.
Well done, Matt.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
well,
man.
Smashed it.
in an hour, mate. It's been a bad window. Don't
Yeah.
fall at the last hurdle.
Yeah, I feel loads better for it.
But the
Just
mixed girls
saying,
back
Steve.
now, so
Thank you. The mixed grills will be back on Thursday, Friday. Thanks, Bib.
When are we going?
Thanks.
Angel in?
10, 9,
Um,
8.
uh,
Sorry.
what?
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Oh.
And that's it.
Oh,
Wolverhampton Wanderers will be signing no more players. Just confirm.
you just said that for someone to make a TikTok out of you again.
Oh shit! Yeah, that fella made a TikTok out of it, didn't they? It has.
All right, let's do it. So,
slammed shut.
yeah, the window is slammed shut.
Slammed shut.
Wolverhampton
Great
Wanderers have
window.
made no more signings. Hey, you can zoom in on that and do effects. And someone basically, Joey, the last transfer window, somebody made a TikTok out of us.
You get,
About
you
the
get
deadline
fan
day.
cams on you on TikTok now, do you?
Du-du-du.
You got a renegade for us. Thanks.
Apparently, you're a curse.
As much as I love these Juju boys are a curse, past 2 times it isn't.
Excuse
It's-
me. Respect,
Everyone
what's
was
his
a bit
name?
early.
Respect Luke Matheson.
Tim
Yeah,
Spears
respect Luke
tweet. Deal sheet submit. No, it's not.
Imagine.
Yes, Chiquinho is going to be the best player of all time.
Giles
So
is
we
staying.
spent.
Nah, Giles gone to Blackburn.
Nah, it's not been confirmed yet.
So we spent. He's saying it's 4.25 Chiquinho, 1 for Sangbin, and a 500k for Kawabe. So that's 5.75 million. And out Traore,
30
Giles,
million
Sanderson,
euros.
Jordao, Sangbin, Kawabe, Corbianu, Campana, Matheson.
There is no
Absolutely.
way that Traore comes back, so you can have your 30 million outlay there.
Yeah.
You reckon he's seriously gone forever?
Mate, I said this earlier. I think I might be reading into it a little bit too much, but the goodbye messages that players gave him on Instagram didn't seem like someone who's just going out on loan and coming back. It's like it's for definite. So
Bib's only there to have a one-man protest against Jeff Shee.
You've lied to us week in, week out about transfers, Jeff.
I wonder if Jeff's watching. I reckon he watches
Yeah.
these, you know.
Jeff,
No
give us a
cap.
buzz on LinkedIn, fella.
He's got me, you know. Come on,
Yeah,
Jeff.
you aired me twice.
a lot of people aren't happy, but I thought there'd be more. I thought there'd be more going absolutely mental.
No, I think we're all tired of moaning. Like, I think it'd be worse if we weren't in a good position in the league, right? Like,
Mm.
for sure.
Good to see Ainsley Harriott in the chat tonight as well.
Give you me a good old rub.
Is that, I mean, is that all?
I think that's it, mate. I think it's time to hang up our streaming boots for another 6 months when we go again.
Yeah, that's it. How long?
It's 8 months,
Um,
isn't it? Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, 7 months. So, talking
Talking
Wolves.
walls in. There you go. Good way to end it. Right then, I think that is all. Guys, if you haven't already, obviously smash a like for the stream. Subscribe to Talking Walls if you haven't done so as well. We've been live for just over 3 hours. It's been a movie.
Oh, my
I
eyes
don't
like
think
piss
anything's
holes in
going to
the snow.
happen. Say again?
I said my eyes are like piss holes in the snow.
Right,
So, takes it out of you.
Yeah.
Just take it out of you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Matt, as always, where can people find you if they wish?
M Cooper writes on Twitter, Matt Cooper Bites. If you all want to go over to that and subscribe now on YouTube, Matt Cooper Bites, that'd be great. Reviews are back next week. So M Cooper Writes on Twitter and Matt Cooper Bites on Twitter and YouTube.
Finn Morris, where can people find you?
Finners, FINERRZ on everything. Happy with the signing of Liao. Good shift, boys.
Yeah, and Joey Paul.
Yeah. Has a what? XGJHP on Twitter and Twitch as well. That's about it.
Legend. And obviously, I'm Dave as a party, DAVEAZZOPARDI. And at Talking Walls everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, obviously our YouTube. I'm sure it'll be a little bit quieter now. But as always, we'll be carrying on with our videos, match reviews, match previews, match reactions with the fans, and obviously podcasts as well. And to finish us off, look at that great timing from loveface.xy.
Segues into the announcement of our OnlyFans coming in February.
But guys, thank you very much for your support. All the best. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will catch you all very, very soon. Cheers, folks.